Hey everyone, how are you today? Happy Friday, right? How exciting! I suppose if you have nothing to do, it's just like any other day, but hey man, Friday's Friday. So hello. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We know how this works, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let you know again. This is Tarot at 12, and this is a free live tarot show. I do free live readings. So go ahead and write your question there in the chat. As you know, donations do go first. So anybody who makes a donation will go first. The link, if you choose to donate, the link is in my description, and my moderators also post it frequently. So that will help you if you decide you'd like to go ahead and do that. But I got a little ahead of myself. I have my clear quartz here, and today I have the Wizard's Tarot spread out. We got to open up that energy. Oh, can you wait 1 second? My dog needs to come in, and I'm the only one home. So here, I'll let you look at the cards. 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. I thought my son was going to be here to let him in, but he had to run. So that's how it goes, right? This is what happens when you work from home. All right, guys. Welcome to the show. As I said, we're going to go ahead and get started. We do have a donation from Flea Lil Piggy. So thank you so much. We'll go ahead and we'll get that going. And then right after that, we have Amira. So we've got 2 donations to start off the show. Let's get to your question. Oh, Amira donated for 2. I do see it coming in. You're saying, there it is, my dear. I see it. Wow, I got out of breath because I was running to let my dog in. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Charlie Bear, how are you? I haven't seen you in a minute there, right? Kristen, hello. You got the job with Abbott. You start next week. Yay! Congratulations. How exciting. Miriam, Angel, hello, and beautiful Aries, Rajashri, Jane J, Monsi. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Okay, let's get going. We've got Flea Lil Piggy up first. So let me find your question, my dear. Not seeing it. So go ahead and post that. If you you might have donated and taken a step away, I'm not sure. But also, Amira, why don't you go ahead and write your question up there so we can get started. I don't know what fun things we can do for Halloween, but I do have my Tarot of the Haunted House, which would be an awesome Halloween deck, right? Ooh, from The Shining. And I have Zombie Tarot, which who doesn't love zombies, right? So maybe on Halloween we'll just use these decks. I also have the Everyday Witch. That'll be a good one. So we'll see. Hey, Flea Lil Piggy, thank you so much. Go ahead and get your question up there. And Amira already has one up. Thank you. Amira has 2. Sorry, I'm tripping on my words. Flea Lil Piggy, go ahead and write yours, and Amira, we'll get to your first question here. Thank you so much for the donation. What are Darren's feelings for Corinne? Okay, so we're gonna kick it off with the Deviant Moon. Gonna go first. Now, I just put lotion on like right before the show, and my hands are like all slippery and greasy from the lotion. I'm like rethinking my my lotion timing. I have to do that another time. Oh my goodness. All right, Darren, what are you doing? What are your feelings for Corinne? What are your feelings for Corinne? All right, so let us see what we've got. All right, Corinne and Darren, what is the deal? Okay, so let us see what is going on. Ooh, all right. Well, King of Cups energy. This is, well, it's cups, first of all. So that's love and emotion. He is the king, so he's like the top, of the court. But this king is somebody who is very passive and kind of likes to sit back and kind of watch what's going on. This is somebody who is, very charming and smart and all that good stuff. But again, just wants to kind of sit back. He helps people, things like that. But he's watching from afar. So let's find out what we've got in here. Darren's feelings. Okay. There, I got it a little straighter this time. All right. So the King of Cups energy is going to apply to the entire spread, and we're looking at feelings here. Look at this. We have all major, strength, the magician, and temperance, and then we have it with a court card as well. So this is pretty strong energy coming in. This card, the strength card, is telling me that Darren's alone right now. I don't think that Darren is with Corinne or thinking about it right now. This is telling me just kind of sitting back. And if you put it with strength, kind of being alone, being strong, sitting back energy. Now here on the magician, same thing. We are sitting back and thinking about creating something. That's what the magician does. He is a creator. But there is a strong need for balance right here. That's what this is telling me. Our king is very stable. And in order to be stable, what do we need? We need balance. So right now, what I can say is he's hanging back from Corinne. He's hanging back right now. The thought of creating a relationship or even, starting to spark that a little further, it's the balance needs to be there. And apparently it is not. It doesn't look like the balance is there. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the strength and the magician right before it. We're working on the balance. And the king tells me that he's hanging back. So I would say an answer to your question that, there's a little interest, but, I don't think that I'm not seeing anything that's like, ooh, slam dunk love or, anything like that. So, and again, our king might be misleading and saying, ooh, it's cups, it's the king, it must be. Like I said, though, that king, he's kind of holding back. He doesn't want to kind of like jump in, Woo, Amira. I hope that helped. All right, so let us see what we've got. Oh, and thank you. Charlie Bear donated as well, and so did Sarah. Thank you guys so much, and thank you so much to Monsi and my other moderators for helping keep me organized. All right, what was I going to do? Oh, duh. Whoops, I'm doing it again. I'm writing my best friend's name, and I don't mean to. Her name is Sherry, and I was trying to write Sarah, and I wrote Sherry like 3 times and had to cross it out. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm writing that. All right. So, Flea Little Piggy, how are you? We'll do your second one in a second, Amira. We're going to go ahead, and we're going to get to Flea Little Piggy, and then we'll do Charlie Bear and Sarah. All right. Flea Little Piggy, thank you again. You'd like to know, you want to make sure that the death card the other day wasn't the end of my actual art career entirely onto something new. Or did it mean still painting art, but major success, turnaround, growth? All right, well, let's get a real clean read on it, okay? We're gonna see what we get about, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask, give us something about this art career. Is it going somewhere, or do we need to do something different? Where's it going? Okay. because that way we'll kind of get a sum up of an answer, to all the questions kind of like in one. Okay, so let me focus here for a sec. All right, so what is going on with Fleela Piggy's art career? We need to know. Should Fleela Piggy do something different, change in any way, or is this going to be successful? Okay, we're going to use Everyday Witch, because every day we have to use the witch. Aren't I hilarious? Aren't I hilarious? I cracked myself up. I'll tell you what was making me crack up forever. I'll tell you right now, this. I just laughed about this forever. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so funny. I cracked myself up for days. I laughed about it. Oh, it doesn't take much. All right, so what's going on with our painting career? Okay, so we've got our Three of Swords. So that means that something that was important to us is going to go into another direction. If it's a relationship kind of question, it can oftentimes mean a breakup or something like that. Don't panic, Fleela Piggy. It sometimes can be a good thing. So let's find out what we've got. Don't let that panic you, panicky Panickerton. All right. Okay, well, we've got Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the energy that's going to apply. So what this is saying to me, to avoid heartbreak, we're asking, now, is this, it's not the end of your actual career. I don't think that at all. So don't let this make you, see things differently than they are. This is telling me that without hard work, Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles is all about kind of keeping moving, keeping, wait. And sometimes it's about waiting. So keeping moving, meaning continuing to work, continuing, even when you're not seeing it pop right away. Just like a seed, when we plant a seed, it takes a while for it to pop up out of the top of the soil. And if we water it, we give it sunshine and all that good stuff, it grows. But if we become impatient and we're like, 2 days later, like, what the hell, man, where's my bean sprout or whatever you're growing? And you walk away, well, little did you know, maybe the next day it was just about to pop through. So this is that kind of a thing, thinking like, okay, what's going on? So, in order to avoid heartbreak, avoid something not going well, you need to be patient. Sometimes it takes things to build this up, especially in a creative field like art. My mother's an artist, and I am, well, compared to my mother, I'm super amateur, but I'm an artist as well. I've only tried to sell my work briefly, so I am not at all at your level. You're way beyond me. But because I did dip my foot in the water there, I do know how much time it takes to build something sometimes. So that's what that is saying. Be prepared to build it. And then here we have our Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is kind of again, warning you about having overconfidence. You've got, again, pair it up with these two cards. Think about that. Paying attention and having patience. And then, feeling that feeling of overconfidence. You got to be careful, because if you walk in too cocky, there we go. We're going to have some heartache, right? This is, again, these are all saying the same thing, honey. Knight of Wands, the Knights are always about change and action. This is somebody who's very inspired, has energy, getting things done, and so forth. We need to keep that energy level up despite these other two, or we're going to end up with this Three of Swords. So does that make sense? I think what the tarot is trying to tell you is, when we're a creative person, a lot of times we devote so much of that time and resources in our brain and our energy and all of that. That's a very right-brained activity. We have to remember, as an artist, your right brain is more developed, probably. Who knows? Maybe they're both. But I mean, typically, traditionally, the right brain as opposed to left brain. Left brain is the logic side. So this is to remind you, you need to use both sides of your brain. This is not at all saying it. We're going to pull an end game, but this is not at all saying, that this is going to be a problem. This is giving you advice to avoid a problem. Does that make sense? Let me get out of here. I got to go back and see. Okay. See if you're saying anything. Okay. I just wanted to see. Okay. So we need to confirm this. I'm confident that's what it means, but we want to ask the tarot, give us a yes or a no, please. Is Flea Little Piggy doing the right thing in her art career? Oh, this is the 10 of Wands. Yes, indeed. 10 of Wands is saying that you've got a burden, but this is the burden of success. So you're doing it, but it's going to be work. How appropriate. What? So yeah. So let's do another one. Is Flea Little Piggy going to be painting? Is Flea Little Piggy? God, it's a tongue twister. Flea Little Piggy painting. All right, we've got the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles is all about work. Pentacles, is the suit of kind of like time and energy and that kind of a thing. Being the 6 of Pentacles, this is all about not letting your pride get in the way. This is amazing. So yes, this is telling me it really pairs up nicely with these. The work, don't get cocky, have patience. Burden of success means success in your career, but it is going to be a lot of work. And with that success comes additional work. And then here, when we said changing the painting and things like that, this is about people coming to you. People want to see what you have, what you've been doing. Look at the card. You can even see it. Even the cats want to come see what you've got, So this is about, not being overly prideful, so that you feel like, I'm above that or this or that. It's staying humble. So these are some really good advice cards for you. But yeah, I do not see anything about this not working, this not being a good idea. And if I remember correctly, one of your other readings talked about how well it would work to have partnered up with that other artist in that new studio space. And I think you're going to be just fine. I don't think it was anything to indicate that it was the end of your art career or on to something new even. Just some advice as to how to be successful. Woo! All right, that's a good one. All right, so I just want to give you guys another quick, fun reminder. If you are new here, welcome. Please make sure that you are subscribed. And for those of you who might not have subscribed yet, I would appreciate if you hit subscribe and stay connected. What do you think of my new thing, huh? I had a good time this morning. Oh, good. All right. Well, Flea Little Piggy, good. I'm hoping that goes well. All right. We've got Amira, second question. Then we have Charlie Bear, Sarah, and Cece Girl. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. So Amira's new question is on here. Oh, Monse, you're the best. All right. So what are Darren's current feelings for me? Woo! Okay, we're going to use modern spellcasters. Modern spellcasters. All right, so Darren, what are your feelings for Amira? We're checking in and seeing what your feelings are with Amira. With Amira, what are the feelings from Darren and Amira? Darren and Amira. Okay. This deck shuffles nicely too. Even for a crappy shuffler like me. Yeah, I don't know what we should do on the show for Halloween. Something special, but I can't really think of how to do that other than my cool decks, the Halloween themed. We'll see. All right, so Darren, this is our energy. Woo! We've got 8 of Wands. We've got some fire. We've got some speed. This is about talking about getting ready for something coming in quickly. The Eight of Wands also is sometimes saying, get ready. Something's changing. This is rapidly changing events. Okay, so that's the energy. And then we're going to see what we've got here. Okay. Oh, all right. I think what's going on now, rapidly changing events, speed, and put that together with the fact that my mini spread is the nearer future. I'm thinking that something's coming in. I think that Darren he's got something. He's sort of feeling like he's juggling. It's not cups, so I'm not necessarily thinking it's a person, but it has something to do with daily life. So whether that means time, energy, money, things like that. Really trying to stay balanced and decide what to do with the Two Pentacles. See that? He's also balancing on this log. He's, leaning forward, looking like, he's really balanced there. I just noticed the dog coming with lunch. Aw, don't you love animals? I think they are the best. All right, so he is but I think that's going to come to an end because we have this card to partner with it. Here, while this is going on, while this juggling is going on, Darren is kind of standing back and waiting and watching and making moves or plans for moves, plans to make things happen, plans to make what happen. We've got our Ten of Pentacles right after it. This is about somebody, being someone who's very generous. This is all about that feeling, that sense of wealth, comfort, stability of the home. This one, the Ten of Cups too. The Ten of Cups is all about feeling good and having that great home. The Ten of Pentacles is the same thing, except for you add to it that really strong financial security. So I'm wondering if some money issues are kind of bouncing around and he's kind of juggling it. He is watching. This is Cups. This is the suit of emotions and love. This is awesome. Great ending. But we've got this. Now watch. When we put our fast change over all of these, ooh, something's coming. Something is coming. So I do think, that the feelings are there, but whatever this is kind of hogging up the time and the attention. Does that make sense? All right. I hope so. I hope so. Let me do a throwdown for you. We're going to do a throwdown. Give me a little snapshot. Give me another snapshot. What are Darren's current feelings toward Amira? We want a snapshot. Go. Oh, look what we got, Amira. Whoa, look what we got. Oh, my God. Look what we got. Mind blown. My mind is blown because that was the perfect card to get. That is the ooh la la Knight of Cups. Our Knight of Cups. He's the one who's charming. He comes in. He sweeps you off your feet. We got an ooh la la when I specifically said, what are the feelings? So looking good. Where to go. Whatever this is holding up the show. Whatever that is. And ooh la la. How'd you guys like my funny thing I made this morning? Mind blown. What a good card. We needed that card, didn't we? My mind is just blown. All right. You're very welcome, honey. All right, Charlie Bear. Let's see if your reading blows my mind too, huh? You're very welcome, Amira. All right. Oh, hey, Kiss JG. How are you? All right, let's get Charlie's question. If you have not, I found it. All right. I have been called for an internal on the 13th of November. Will I be successful? I'm not sure what internal, is that a typo or is it something I'm not aware of? I've been called for an internal interview. Let me know, Charlie Bear. Let me start shuffling. We're going to use the Crow Tarot interview. Okay, that's what I thought, Charlie Bear. I'm like, an internal. I am unfamiliar with that term. Okay. So, so how exciting. How exciting, Charlie Bear. Okay. So, an internal interview on the 13th of November. We got about 2 weeks. So will you be successful? Oh, I bet, just not even seeing the cards, I bet you will. I know just from your other questions and what I see that, you are a very diligent employee and really wanting to advance your career. So I'm betting it's going to say yes, but let's find out. All right, one more time. All right, internal interview on the 13th of November for Charlie Bear. Want to know the outcome. We want to have an idea so that Charlie can prepare. Okay. Yeah, I made all kinds of fun, goofy stuff this morning. I'm trying to improve the channel, and some of the things I can do, I'm limited on sometimes because of the, you have to get to a certain point in YouTube and stuff. But more importantly, I'm limited because my knowledge on some of these things I'm having to teach myself, like video editing and stuff like that. Anyway, I was super proud of my mind blown video. Hilarious. Okay, what's going on? Woo! Nine of Cups. This is awesome. 9 of Cups. This is all about having satisfaction. This is all about feeling good. This is the number 9, and the number 9 is for fulfillment and attainment. What an awesome energy for the spread. What an awesome energy for your spread. Okay, you've got 3 9s. How is that possible? How did that happen? Ooh, I'm crooked. Wow. So you have, and you got the Queen of Pentacles. All right, things are looking good for you, my friend. Let me explain. So we've got this, satisfaction, attainment, energy flow, kind of covering up the whole spread. Here we have our 9 of Wands. This is all about, the 9 of Wands is all about, being cautious, but not giving up. It's like, you don't want to walk in like a cocky person and being like, hey man, what's up? When do I start? I mean, obviously you wouldn't do that, but, this is talking about, keeping yourself professional. I'm sure you were already thinking this. I don't know if this isn't news, but, this is, we're talking about the attainment. I think that professionalism is going to go really far. Here we have our 9 of Swords. This tells me that you are going to be experiencing some real anxiety about this. You're probably going to be way overthinking it. But remember, this applies to everything here. So keep in the back of your mind when you're feeling that way, just keep thinking to yourself, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups. I'm going to tell you something else you're going to want to be thinking about. It's our Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles, this is all about, get this, job security. Not kidding. Look it up. Job security. So you've got these 3 9s here. That's super, super strong. And again, the 9 is all for attainment, but it's also for fulfillment, the fruition of something. This is your feelings about it. We've got so many 9s here, so this is going to go well. Our Queen of Pentacles is what really kicks that into high gear, too. Again, it's literally for job security. Literally. So, oh, yeah. So I'm thinking it's going to be great. And Charlie's saying, I'm anxious, going to prepare for it. Great. That's what this is saying here. Being professional, prepare, and these are things that you know. So please don't think I'm insulting you by saying things that you've already thought of. But, always make sure to anticipate all questions so that way you have answers prepared. Remember, any negative things that you might have turn into a positive. That stupid question like, so tell me, what is the thing you need to improve the most? Well, I tend to work a lot, and I think that's a see, so you gotta be able to answer it like that. So just be prepared, be professional. And whenever you're feeling like this, just say 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Or say Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. She is job security, literal meaning, look that sucker up. Yay! Well, that's awesome, Charlie Bear. So let's do something fun for Charlie Bear. Let's do, where is it? Oh, well, I've got my mind blown. We can do that, but I don't really have anything else that I thought would be cool. I'm still trying to make these, guys, so I'll have some more fun stuff for you. All right, mind blown. Exactly, Charlie Bear. Oh, man. All right, so thank you so much for your donation, Charlie Bear. All right, so Sarah, how are you? Thank you so much for your donation. Okay. How does C, the Sagittarius, feel about me, the Sagittarius, right now? Double Sagittarius. Okay. What do I need to know right now? Any advice? Okay, let's find out. So we're going to use Anna K, because Anna K is okay, right? Anna K is okay. Okay. So all right, so how are you doing, C? What are you feeling about Sarah right now? What does Sarah need to know about how C is feeling right now? Double Sagittarius, double Sagittarius. Okay, all right. Wow, messy. I'm a messy shuffler, that's for sure. Okay, here's our energy. And this is our spread. Okay, so how is C feeling? Ooh. All right, Page of Pentacles energy for the entire spread. Pages are always about new information. This is something that's kind of new coming in with Pentacles. So this is talking about kind of like skill development, trying to, get better at things. Notice the imagery too. This page is fishing. Fishing for things, trying to learn more, trying to learn and get more time, more energy, more wealth. These are what Pentacles is about. But the important symbolism here is that this page is fishing for something, right? Okay, so what do we got? Ooh, okay. Boy, I'm going to be using that mind blown thing a lot. All right. Mind blown. We got our 2 of Cups in there. So I think that, you can feel a little less worried. I know you're feeling a little bit sad. I see your little emoji there. And that reminds me of how you must be looking right now, asking the question. But I think you can turn that frown upside down. Well, not the frown, that sad mouth upside down. Because look at this. We've got a new opportunity. We are fishing for something. That's probably what you're feeling, is this lack of communication, the lack of connection. You're not seeing that. You're not feeling it. So you're feeling like, okay, I'm fishing. But fishing, you're fishing for a new opportunity. You're wanting something to happen with Sagittarius. This is telling me here next to that, we have judgment, and judgment is all about kind of feeling that rebirth. It's like walking out into the sun and being like, okay, things are bright again. You are fishing for a new opportunity with C. And that rebirth feeling, you're fishing for that. You want that. You want to feel that rebirth once you've kind of lifted that weight off your shoulders, worrying about it, right? The Page of Pentacles is all about new skill development. It's like about, being somebody who really likes to manifest things and create things. This is somebody early in the journey, though. What do you want to create? What are you fishing for? You are fishing for the 2 of Cups. So this is kind of, first of all, it's confirming what we know, is that you obviously want to be with C. So this obviously confirms that, because it's the 2 of Cups, that shows me that there is some harmony in there. There is some, energy is always swirling. So this is showing me that, the energy is swirling in a way such as, making you kind of connected. So let's take a couple endgame cards to get a little deeper on that, because this is more or less kind of describing the situation. This is giving us a hint, but we need a little more. So C, how is C feeling about Sagittarius? Sarah, we need to know right now, right now, please. Four of Cups. Okay, so I think what C is doing right now, he is not seeing this opportunity, not seeing it yet. You are, not to say it's not coming. Here's the four, it's Cups, love and emotion. He's not seeing this opportunity right now. You are fishing for it. The energy's swirling, but he's not seeing it. We need to know more. All right, so we got a page, because now another page. So new information. This is Swords. This is somebody who is looking for new ways of communicating. So what this is telling me to start off, now obviously, to start off, we had this. You know that that's what you're fishing for, right? You want this opportunity, you want the weight off your shoulders, and you want this joining. You want all of that. He's not seeing it right now, but our page is telling me that new communication is coming. So this is swirling around with all of this, and your intention, you have set your intention. You know that's what you want. Your energy is swirling and keeping that energy going, and his energy is joining that. So you need to keep, you got to do it. You got to act as if. You got to always act. How will it feel when I have it? I know I'm going to have it. You got to think like that. Don't think about what you don't have or how it's not working. What you're doing is you're swirling that energy and you're getting that going together. And again, he's not seeing it yet, but I do see new communication coming in. So keep your fishing pole out there. Keep your fishing pole out. You are making a change. Use your ability to manifest things. We all are the magician. We are all the magician. We are all manifestors. You guys, if you are interested in learning more about the law of attraction, I can't tell you how much I recommend this book. This is called Ask and It Is Given. It is from Esther and Jerry Hicks. It is a channeling of Abraham. If you don't like channeling or you don't believe in channeling, don't let that, just forget that part. And it's still so great. The information is awesome. So yeah, so check that out. I am not an affiliate. I don't get any money for that. I just honestly want to share with you. Check it out, Abraham Hicks. Okay, you're welcome, Sarah. I hope that helped. All right, Cece girl. And after CC girl, we have Pisces girl. So thank you so much for your donation, guys. I almost said, I don't even know what I said. All right. So let me find your question, CC girl. Kyra Beach, how are you? Good to see you. Ashley B, very nice to see you. Here we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Let me find you. I bet you it's right up here and I'm just not seeing it. It's usually user error, which means me. Oh, there we go. I got it. Yay, me. All right. So thank you again for your donation, CC girl. How does Leo feel about me currently? Ooh, okay, let's find out. All right, what am I wanting to use? I think I would like to use the Edgar Allan Poe. We're going to use Edgar Allan Poe as I drop them all. Okay, so how does Leo feel about CC girl? What is going on with the feelings for CC girl? We want to know how Leo feels. Leo feels about CC girl. What is the energy looking like? All right. Excuse me. All righty. So here is our energy. Here's our spread. Okay. So let's see what we've got. All right. All right, Six of Pentacles. Okay, Six of Pentacles energy. This is talking about helping. This is all about giving and receiving, helping other people, receiving help from people, giving to others, receiving from others. See? So Pentacles is the suit of everyday life. So it is, time, money, energy, health, wealth, that kind of thing, your home. Yeah. So let's find out how it applies. Let's just see. All right. So we got the Hierophant. The Hierophant is all about kind of that getting back to tradition. It's kind of about wanting to be doing things the way you are supposed to, that feeling of doing things the way you're thinking you're supposed to. So this is about the helping. So let's find out how it all applies to whatever else we have. We've got our Emperor. Ooh, this is our Emperor who takes charge of things. This is our Emperor who makes things put back together. He calms down chaos. He makes things all back in harmony again. Ooh, that sounds good. And then we've got our Page again. This is Page of Pentacles. This is all about, working through upcoming challenges. This is all about manifestation. We talked about manifestation just a minute ago. This is somebody also who is very much a hard worker, who has developing skills, that kind of a thing. Okay, so let's put it together. The helping. How is he feeling? Well, right now, I think that he is really feeling that things are out of sorts in his life. I know we're asking the question about you specifically, but things are out of sorts in his life. So that is why the Hierophant and the Emperor are here. Now, I don't know, Cece girl, how much you're in contact with your Leo, but, it might make sense that, stuff's going on, maybe reaching out and saying, obviously you'd have to think of how to say it properly, but, seeing what you can do to help with whatever this is. He is literally, or he or she is literally trying to make order out of chaos and wanting to get back to traditional ways and needing some help with it. Here, this person, the Leo, is working on this. Things are going to change. This is going to be okay. And Leo is working on it. But Leo needs some help. So, you asked specific, we'll do an end game, but, about how he's feeling about you. Honey, I'm thinking he's so wrapped up in all of this. And one in you might have to get your foot in the door might be to try to help in some way. Let us find out what we've got, though, for an end game card. We want to know some more about the feelings. We get it. We see that Leo is super busy, needs some help. What else can you tell us about how Leo feels about CC girl specifically? Go. 9 of Wands. Okay. So this is all about not giving up. So this is telling me that the tarot is suggesting that you should not give up. Something's going on. I don't know what. Maybe you know exactly what it is. Probably, but this is all about not giving up. So let's do a yes or a no, and let's get one more end game. And we're going to say, is there good potential for Leo and CC girl? Even though he's super busy, even though CC girl should not give up, is there good potential? Go. The Fool. That's pretty good. That means a new potential for a new opportunity. That's the first steps on a new journey. So it's literally saying, don't give up. There's something new coming. Something new coming. And this is kind of describing what is going on here. There is some kind of really something busy going on that's a little chaotic, maybe a little drama. And he needs some help. He or she needs some help. Ooh, CC girl. That was very specific. That was pretty cool. All right. Well, CC girl, I hope that helped. Alrighty, we now have Ashley B. Then we're going to have Pisces girl and Fully Lil Piggy. All right. So Ashley B, thank you so much for your donation. All right. Now, what can I expect this November? Woo, okay, what can you expect in November? We love predictions. All right, so we're going to use Zombie Tarot because it's awesome, and we're going to find out. All right, what can Ashley B expect this November? Brand new month coming up here. What should Ashley expect for November? Okay. Okay, one more. Hey, very random. How are you? Good to see you. Okay. All right. So what can Ashley expect? Wait a minute. Let me see. How many weeks are in November? I don't even know. November, not October. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in 2 days. So we'll do 4 cards. That'll make more sense, right? Oh, now I'm in December. I don't want to do that. Okay. So we're going to do 4. We're going to do week 1 in November, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And like I said, there are 4 weeks and 2 days, it looks like. And I will never put lotion on right before I do this again. I feel like I'm greasy. Okay, so week 1. Ooh, you got some changes coming up. Week 1. You got the ooh la la card here at the end. How exciting. Okay, so week 1 in November for Ashley B. It looks like there is a big change coming in. Big changes don't necessarily have to be bad. You know, the Tower card often looks like, all this craziness, like lightning and people falling out of the building and, but it doesn't have to be. It's just the artwork is supposed to just show you how intense and big of a change it is. So something of consequence is going to change. And that is in week 1. And maybe you even have an idea of what maybe that would be or what you're hoping it to be. We have our 7 of Swords in week 2. This is about something about feeling like a little bit of a loss of power, feeling like a loss of connection. So this big change might be facilitating or not facilitating. That's not the right word. It might be causing or having something to do with our 7 of Swords during week 2. So be kind of, thinking about that. This is also sometimes indicating when you leave something behind. So this big change in week 1, maybe that will lead you into week 2 of saying, all right, I got to cut this out, or I got to leave this, where it is, or whatever. And whatever that can be that you're talking about, 7 of Swords is often about truth. All right, and then we've got our 5 of Swords. Notice we've got 2 swords back to back. So week 3, we've got our 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is all about winners and losers. So I'm thinking, something is changing. Wait till I show you what's week 4. Ooh la la. This is our Knight of Cups. Oh, no, it's not. It's our 8. It was our 8. I thought it said 9. See, I don't have my glasses on. I thought that said Knight. Woo! Okay, well, then that's great, too, because that means it's all ending. This is all about walking away from something for better things. So, okay, so next month, I think you might be getting a little bit of bad news or something that's making you feel like, all right, now I'm inspired. I got to make a change. The ultimate thing that you're going to do by the end of the month is walk away into something better. So this will end. This is not something that will continue on into December. This here in between in week 2 and 3 is telling me that there is going to be something that you're going to either feel like a loss of power, maybe somebody kind of, took credit for something that you did. Maybe somebody isn't paying you the right attention. You're feeling kind of like you're lost in the dust, like you've been left in the dust. Like, what's going on? Again, it is Swords, so that is about truth and communication. So if you're speaking to somebody now, maybe that's what's happening. That's kind of, you're going to decide, I don't think so, I'm out of here. And you're going to drive away with your 8 of Cups. You know what else you're going to do? All right, guys, you're just going to get sick of me today. You know what you're going to do when that happens? You're going to just keep on walking. You're not going to let that shit bother you. You're going to keep on going. You're going to walk away, and you are going to be just fine. That's your 8 of Cups moment. So might be a little bit of a stressful month in terms of drama, but you are going to be just fine by the end of the month. So try to remember that, and, don't let that stop you from continuing to move forward. Woo! All right, Ashley, good luck. Good luck. See, isn't that nice? Now that you kind of know what's going on, that you can kind of be prepared for it, so that it's not as jarring. Like when it happens, you're like, wait a minute. All right. Well, thank you so much. All right, guys. In case you are arriving now, I want to say welcome. Go ahead and write your question there in the chat. These are free readings. However, donations do go first. So if you've decided to make a donation, you will get your reading right away. If, however, that's just not something you want to do, please drop it in there. And in between donations, I do select free questions. And, I also have a really great pick a card playlist on my channel. Yesterday's pick a card was Who is Watching Me? So check it out. Alrighty. So we've got Pisces girl. How are you? All right. And Cece girl, did you donate again? What? There you go. I got it. PayPal's been delayed, so I'm very much appreciative of the moderators posting these updates for me, showing me the lineup, because my PayPal just delayed for some reason. Last whole week, I think. Okay, so here we go for Pisces girl. Let's get your question. There we go. Thank you so much, Pisces girl. How does my Cancer feel about me right now? Ooh, we're going to use Secret Tarot. We're going to use the Secret Tarots. I don't know why it has an S on the end. It's Secret Tarots, plural. So I don't quite know why they put the S on the end. I call it Secret Tarot. I make up my own names. Okay, Cancer, how are you feeling about Pisces girl? How are you feeling about Pisces girl? Whoa. Messy. All right. All right, Cancer, Pisces girl, what is going on? We're going to find out. Messy. There's our energy. There's our spread. Okay. So the energy is Two of Wands energy. The Two of Wands is kind of like about having trying to decide something in your mind. It's sometimes about, struggling between two things in your mind, dealing with things that way. It is Wands, so it's about growth and effort. It's not necessarily love and emotion, but, effort and, growth. I do think that is relationship. I mean, to me, that's what that sounds like, right? So anyway, there's something going on. I don't know what. We'll see what this is, if we can get a little bit of a clue. But it does look like there is some kind of tossing around of thoughts there, trying just to decide. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing, so don't jump to conclusions and think, oh, crap, what does that mean? We'll see how it pulls in, but it could just be trying to decide things. Oh, yes. All right. I think that your Cancer has more feelings about you than you know. I think that your Cancer must be a little bit closed off in terms of expressing emotion. Even, if that's not true all the time, at least right now, he or she is feeling that, keeping that kind of close right now. And I believe, remember, this is our energy here, and I believe that's because there's something going on whether or not, it's a big deal or, it's obviously a big deal to Cancer, but, in the big scheme of things, I don't know if it's a huge deal. I don't really see anything about that. I do see, though, that with our Knight of Pentacles, that this decision or thought of what's going on does seem to be moving along to resolution. So it will be corrected. It will be lifted. Our Knight of Pentacles is super strong. I always call the Pentacles like the plow horse. These are people who dig their feet in and just really push on. So it's a little slower, but it's very solid movement and planning. Again, Pentacles, this is about everyday life, time and energy. Well, you need time and energy to make this growth, don't you? The reason I said it has nothing to do with you, I do not believe. I think everything is fine on that front, because this is about recognition. This is about being recognized by somebody. So I believe Cancer sees you. This is the star. So that also is all about like hope and, kind of being led through. Well, led through what? Well, he's got these other things he's thinking about that's disrupting his peace for whatever reason. And, that is affecting how much, that might be expressed to you. So I get the impression he's not expressing his feelings to you right now. But you are still in there. You are still the star of hope in there. You are still recognized. So again, I'm not sure, kind of struggling between two things. Let me see. Yep, your issues are that he's been closed off and you want some affection. Well, that's what I'm seeing. I'm literally seeing the closed offness. This King of Swords is for sure, but when you add these other things to it, but this is you. You are still being recognized as somebody or something that is important. Your relationship, or you or both, is very important still. Otherwise, it would not be in here. This is one of the majors, so that tells me that it's important. These are court cards, so this is telling me that this is about the personality of your person there. So I am thinking, well, we'll do an end game, though. I always love the end games, All right, so end game. He's been closed off. Is this issue having anything to do with Pisces girl? Let's find out. Oh, we're debating. Are you guys thinking about moving? Are you guys having money issues? Is somebody dealing with a health problem? This is all about balance, and it's about balancing two things. Notice it's a 2, and when we got a 2 here, I said, does it have anything to do with you? And I got another 2. 2s are all about balance. They are all about choices, and they are all about partnership. So 2s are a wonderful, a partnership reading. 2s are great. So you know what? Let's see. Let's ask another one. What does... Was it Cancer? I already clicked off of it. I think it said Cancer. Oh, I'm so hot. Okay. My heat is running. It must be hot outside because I am super hot. Well, let's ask another one then, because I can't think of... Well, I'll just say your person. All right. So is Pisces girl's person feeling... is he going to be more affectionate to Pisces girl? There we go. Is it going to be more affectionate? All right. Well, this is telling me that, you know what, there may not be like an overt, like sweep you off your feet moment, but this is telling me that you should be kind of focusing on that thing, those things you do get, the little things you get, you want more, and you should not sacrifice what you want or, not stay strong with what you want. But at the same time, while whatever he's going through right here, while that's going on, I think that you got to remember that you got to take those little nuggets sometimes when you get them. This is kind of called the crying over spilled milk card. Yeah. So that's kind of, I think that's good advice for like how to approach it and how to continue on. Will this get back to center? Are things going to go okay? What's the deal? Yes. Woohoo! We've got the 4 of Wands. This is all about getting back to your foundation, honey. It's going to be fine. It'll be all right. Whatever's going on, he's really trying to balance things. but he's really being emotionally detached right now. But we're going to get back to our Four of Wands moment, and that's about the foundation of that happy home, of, progressing in your relationship, all those things. So I think it is going to change. I think it's going to change, and I think what the tarot is saying right now, you should focus on the pieces you do get. Let this all kind of play out. Let it play out, because I think it's something in his mind. Yeah. Okay. What are you saying here? You have health issues, and you never know about his money issues because he doesn't tell me much. Yeah, well, then that sounds like that's what he's dealing about. And the other, our energy was Two of Wands, which means, maybe he doesn't want to share that with you still, or he's deciding if he should, something's on his mind. And I don't think it has anything to do with you, other than, you're part of the equation because you guys are partners, but it's not stemming from you. Does that make sense? Oh, Pisces girl, good luck. Alrighty, we've got a Fleely Little Piggy here. So let us find out what Fleely Little Piggy would like to know. Fleely Little Piggy. I just thought I saw it. Where'd it go? Oh, and Amira, you donated as well. Thank you so much. You donated for 2. All right. And Fleely Little Piggy right there. I knew I saw you. I knew it. All right. Fleely Little Piggy says, what does 2021 have in store for me? Woo! All right, let's find out. We're going to use, no, we're not. We're going to use the light seers. That's what we're using. Okay. 2021 for Fleely Little Piggy. What is this looking like? What is it looking like for 2021? We need next year predictions for Fleely Little Piggy. This is next year, 2021. All right, 2021. What's going on? We're going to get a general feel for the year. And then we want to see if there are any major events or major exciting things or major things that you want to watch out for, those kinds of things. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Ooh, next year. That looks really good. The sun. How can anything be better than the sun? This is all about success and being hopeful and optimistic. This is about feeling like, feeling that moment of that big sigh of relief. Look at her even. Look at that lady on there. She's saying, So that looks awesome. That's awesome energy for the year. Now this hopefully will be some events of, okay, good. You're going to have lots of things are coming up for you next year. I do think that you're going to have lots of things popping up. Some are going to be good. Some are going to be not so good. But ultimately, these are choices that you'll have to make. And you'll be able to be very thoughtful. And you will choose well. And the reason I know, because look at our 9 of Cups. It almost looks like, because these are next to each other, it looks like she took these cards or cups and threw them in the air. Like, screw all those choices. I know what I'm doing. Our 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is all about being hospitable to others, about being very generous and feeling like you have so much to give. It is also about satisfaction in relationships. So that is awesome. So it looks like, and again, this is the energy for all these things. So it looks like, you're going to be having a lot of things going on that you'll have to choose, or, different directions or different opportunities. You'll have different thoughts. Some are good, some are not so good, but ultimately you are successful with that. And if it's anything to do with relationships, looks like on the relationship front, you're going to be awesome. You're going to be jumping out of this little treasure chest there. Here we have our 5 of Swords. Now the 5 of Swords is all about rushing in too soon. So this, I believe, is advice from the tarot that probably because of these choices there. And this is again for the whole year. So we're not saying, you're going to be standing there with all these choices at once, like you're totally overwhelmed. But what this is saying is, don't rush in to judge or rush to choose too quickly. Always be using your best judgment. The Five of Swords. Swords is all about thoughts and ideas. So thinking, truth, things like that. So you need to stay true to yourself. That's very important. We all need to remember that. But this is staying true to your boundaries, true to your expectations. And if you do that, then, that will help the selection process go when you're making these choices about things. So yeah, next year looks like a year of growth for you. It looks like, this is our energy again. So even though this is here, it's partnered with the sun. So, it really can't go wrong. But again, this is just kind of telling you, make sure you think about things, be logical. Don't just work on emotions, and be true to yourself. Be true to yourself. But you got a lot of good stuff coming up. This Nine of Cups says, oh, hell yeah, that's good. Put that with this too. Oh, that's really good. That looks awesome. That looks awesome, Philo Piggy. Next year's going to be great. Next year's going to be great for you, my friend. Alrighty. Cece girl, how are you? Thank you for your donation. Alrighty. What is the future for me and Leo? Oh, of me and Leo's connection. Not in contact anymore, but we are still friends on Facebook. No verbal fights between us. So you kind of just drifted away. Is that what happened? You guys or you decided, you're just not going to do that. You're not having any verbal fights. So it seems pretty calm. Okay, so let's find out. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland for this. Tarot in Wonderland. Okay, so what is going on with CC Girl and the Leo? Friends, no fighting, but no contact. Okay. All right, I see you're writing. I used to communicate first, but no equal give and take, so you stopped communicating. Okay. Well, kudos to you, making that decision, and obviously you wanted it to be different, so that must have been a little rough, but that shows how strong you are. I bet you if we get the Strength card, man, that will be totally appropriate. Okay. All right. So Leo and CC girl. Leo and CC girl. Okay. So no give and take. It was not equal, not balanced. We get Six of Pentacles or Temperance. Oh, I'm just thinking of all the different cards. Okay, so we've got Five of Cups. Five of Cups is about kind of being disappointed. It's about feeling upset. It's about things that are out of reach. Look at Alice there. She can't reach that. And she's trying to get that. See, that makes total sense with what you just told me. That, there was no give and take, that you were communicating first. You're like reaching, trying to pull this communication out of Leo. Come on. Here, I'm giving you these two little cups here. Like, here's my communication. And then here's your communication. So Leo communication stinks. So we know that that's our energy. So that is showing me that is still an active piece of what's going on. Okay, but I do have good news. I have good news. So even though this feels kind of, like I said, unfair, unbalanced, really kind of out of reach right now, because you've tried, you gave him these two cups and he's giving you empty ones back, we've got this star of recognition here. The star is also something to remind you to be hopeful. The star is all about hope. But one of the things, again, is recognition. So that's about being seen. That's about being seen. You have not been forgotten. Some people who feel like, they can't talk, they don't want to talk, they don't want to be the first one to talk. You've been the one making all the effort, though, and they need to get a fire under their ass and start talking and being the first one. that is not fair. He does see you, but for whatever reason, he is slow to communicate. We've got our Six of Swords. I think you're going to have more of the same of that. Swords is all about communication, and this Six of Swords is driving on this boat. They're going slowly to a better place. Notice there are two people in the boat. One thing I also want to point out about our Six of Swords is one person is driving the boat. So this really sounds like if you're wanting to get in touch, it looks like you're going to have to drive the boat. I still see that happening, but we do have our Six of Wands. So this is fantastic news. There is some kind of celebration. I mean, this is about success. This is about victory with more work that needs to be done. So this is like the initial, well, yeah, we did it, kind of thing. So that, I mean, I'm not suggesting you're going to stand outside and have a little parade or anything, but that's that success coming. So what this is saying to me is it looks like you are going to need to drive that boat if you want to stay in contact. Let's get an endgame card, though, and see if Leo is ultimately going to want to be with CC Girl. Tell us now, please. What is Leo thinking about CC Girl? Will Leo want to be with CC Girl? Go. King of Pentacles. This is all about somebody who's very much a someone who's to themselves, which it sounds like Leo doesn't mind being by himself or communicating quickly. So there's that. That makes sense. But this is also somebody who is very happy to promote people who are doing well or who he likes. Remember, we had recognition here. This is the guy who gives more recognition. This is the promoter. This is the one who says, oh my God, you're awesome. So I think the feelings are there. I don't know why he doesn't work better at communicating. But this is Swords, and it does indicate that there might still be a little bit of that. And it kind of indicates that you might be the one to drive the boat, meaning you're the one who's going to have to continue. Now, if that is not something that you are comfortable with, or that, is not, you can't do all the effort in somebody else, and you got to draw the line at some point. You have to be able to say no when the time is right. You have to be able to do that. And it sounds like you have, but I guess maybe you need to evaluate. Use your best judgment, of course. But it does look like if you want to make something happen, it looks like you're going to have to drive the boat. Oh, good night, Monsi. Thank you so much. You've been great. You're such a great helper on here, a great moderator. Okay. Amira. Thank you so much, Amira. It looks like you have 2 questions. You made 2 donations. Let me see if I can find your question. Donated for 2. I see that part. Nope. You're welcome, CC Girl. Thank you, Amira. Perfect. Look at that. It's like you're magical. All right. So, how will my future child look like? Physical features. And number 2, when will I conceive my first child? In 3 years? Question mark. So you're thinking, will it be in 3 years? That must be kind of like the timeline you are wanting to impose onto the childbearing question. So let us see what we've got. Now, physical characteristics, I am not going to be able to get like, eye color, hair color, that kind of a thing. It's hard. Every artist has a different vision of what the king looks like, or what the page looks like, or, that kind of thing. So that's more artist interpretation, just like tarot readers. Your intuition can make a reading very different than somebody else's reading. Now, all the cards mean what they mean, so there is a meaning, but what am I doing? I can't find, oh, here it is. There is a meaning to each of the cards that which is always the meaning. But again, what readers are doing is they're pulling in their intuition. And, everybody's intuition is different. So, excuse me. So that's why physical characteristics, just based on the artwork, is not really, doesn't really make sense. But let's see what we can get about your child. What will Amira's child look like, be like? What is this child going to be like? We want to see. Okay, Amira, future child. We need to know. Okay. 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 So we're looking into the future child. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Oh, honey, your child's gonna love his or her mama. I think you and your child are going to have a very close bond. This is the 2 of Cups. Now, obviously, it's showing a couple on here. Obviously, I know that, well, maybe when your child's older, you'll be having some wine or something with them. But what this is, again, the artwork here is symbolizing that it's 2 people. That harmony, cups, is love and emotion. Look at them staring in each other's eyes, you know. Obviously, with your child, this isn't a romantic thing, but think about what that means. Your child's gonna sure love his or her mama. Okay, so what else can we find out? Okay, so I think your child, we've got 10 of Wands. So again, loves mom, loves mom, loves mom. 10 of Wands is telling me that, you know, this is somebody who your child is somebody who is going to be able to take care of a lot of things, meaning this person is able to take on lots of tasks and usually always be successful with it. So, this 10 of Wands is a big burden. You see this witch carrying all these wands, or brooms, I mean, and there is a cat hanging on the back of the witch. So that's a lot, but look at, the witch is making it. So what this says is that your child is going to be very resilient, is going to be looking to take on new tasks. So your child will be adventurous and very action oriented and be very curious, wanting to get involved in things. We've got our Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is telling me it's all about, there's cycles that come and go. Your child, again, is going to be looking for new things and always wanting to do better. So I think that this child will be very good in school. I think this person will also have a lot of friends, but you got to remember, this child is a mama's boy or a mama's girl for sure. Now here, the 7 of Swords. What this is telling me is, because this little baby is somebody who's very connected to you and you are very connected to the baby, when this child starts having friends and doing overnight sleepover parties and dating at some point, I think this is going to be a little bit of a struggle for you, because again, you are so in tune and connected to your child. You guys are like this, and at some point, when the natural evolution of a child growing up, going out with friends, or, when they're little, they're starting with their first sleepover, and then eventually it's like they don't need you to go with them trick-or-treating anymore. And it's like, so you will maybe deal with a little bit of that. But wow, is this kid gonna be loving his or her mama? For sure. For sure. You're gonna have a good relationship. Oh yeah, very, very clear. Very clear. Okay, so now we want to see for your second donation, when will I conceive my first child? All right, we're going to use Deviant Moon. We're going to use Deviant Moon to see what's going on with that. Okay. So when will Admira, I see Tia, you came on. Thank you so much, Tia. How are you doing? How are you doing, Tia? Thanks for the donation. Okay, now I got to focus. When will Amira conceive her first child. Are we looking in 3 years? All right, what we're going to do, we are going to break it down. We are going to break it down in 2 years. We are going to go 1 year. We're going to go 2, and then we're going to go 3. We're going to see what we get, and then we're going to do some clarifiers, okay? If we need to break it down or extend it, we will. But we just want to look at right now the snapshot of 3 years. So if I get the Empress, then holy cannoli, we will be so excited. All right. We've got the 6 of Wands there. This is about victory. Victory in year 3. So year 1, year 2, year 3. Knight of Pentacles for year 1. This is about working really hard. You know, something that you're doing, that you're focused on. This is like money, wealth, home. This is about school. This is about health, like I said. So this is about working on things, everyday life. It's Pentacles. So this is our plow horse who just really digs in and makes things happen, moves forward. Year 2, this is the Emperor. Emperor energy. This is somebody who is a leader, but this is somebody who makes order out of chaos. Look at his checkerboard floor. That indicates like strategy and planning. I don't know if he's standing on this poor little thing. I don't know what that little devil-looking animal is. Poor guy. It's stepping on him. But anyway, it's you know, making order out of chaos. So it sounds like year 2, you're going to be having some things that you're getting in line with your life, something going on. Again, probably has something to do with daily life. Then here, year 3, this is our victory. This is where things are happening. So we're going to build off year 3. So I'm definitely seeing year 3. And then we need to, so we'll get year 1 and 2 out of the way because they don't count anymore. Year 3, we need to get a clarifier on this. We want to see what else we can see in year 3. King of Cups. Okay. This is about love. It's cups. And the king, he's somebody who's kind of in command of all of his emotions. You know, he feels like, you know, I know what I'm doing. I know what I want. But this is also somebody who kind of sits back and waits and watches. And what does that sound like? Well, it takes 9 months to have a baby, doesn't it? You're going to be sitting back watching. Well, for one, because you can't see inside your body and see the baby. 2, 9 months is 9 months, no matter how you look at it. Sorry, 9 months. So you have to. And 3, you're going to be seeing, you know, sonogram pictures from ultrasound stuff, you know, so you're going to be able to see, but you can't touch the baby. You can't pick the baby up. You can't kiss the baby. This is something that you watch from afar for at least a little bit. Let's get one more and make sure that we know everything. It's looking like year 3. Ace of Wands, and look at that. All right, guys, we got to do it. We got to do it. What? Whoa, mind blown. We've got an Ace of Wands. Look at it. She's holding her baby. What? Oh, Amira, yeah, I'm going to say it looks like year 3, my dear. It is looking like year 3. Mind blown. All right, my friend. That looks good. All right, Tia, you are up next. Thank you so much for your donation. Hey, guys, if you have not already, please make sure you hit subscribe. Love to have you in the community and keep you up to date on when I have pick-a-cards and stuff like that. Gotta have this. Bam! Hilarious. All right. I cracked myself up. Okay. Tia, thank you. Let's see here. I have a crush on someone at my job. What does he think about me? Ooh, okay. I like these. Okay, so what are we wanting to use? Ooh. We're going to use modern spellcasters. I love it. This is one of my newer ones. I talk about it every day. So those of you that are here regularly, you're like, yeah, I know you talk about it every day, lady. But I love it. All right. Crush on someone at work. Tia. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? Does he have eyes for Tia Tia? Eyes for Tia Tia? Man, I love tarot. It's like, I call it my cell phone to the universe. You know, sometimes, just like regular phone calls, sometimes I get pushed to voicemail, you know, who knows? Sometimes it's busy, the busy signal. But the cell phone to the universe works really well as long as my phone is charged. But the way I actually do charge things. I charge my crystals. I do all kinds of stuff. I cleanse them. I have selenite here that is a cleanser. I put it with all my decks. So I really do charge my cell phone. Okay, we ready? Go. What is he thinking? Oh, an Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is the suit of work. And Ace is a brand new opportunity. So clearly, you know, without any other information, this is about a new work opportunity. You know, that makes sense. Pentacles, Ace. But in the context of your question, and we'll see what these have to say, this could be a new opportunity at work. You know what I mean? So let's see what it is. I have a feeling that that's where we're going. That is where we are going. We keep getting the King of Cups today, don't we? We sure do. All right. So our opportunity at work is going to apply to the entire spread. We have the Death card. Never be afraid of the Death card, guys. This is all about new beginnings. New beginnings. What? That's exactly what we want to see. This is also about transformation. So this is all about changing things from the way they are to something else. What are we changing to? What? We have an Ace of Pentacles there to tell us that this is a new opportunity. Something involving work. Being at work is what I'm thinking it means. Here we have our Nine of Wands. This is all about maybe having to wait a little bit. This is about not giving up. It's about waiting and kind of standing on your ground. Now, this guy looks pretty unhappy here. That's kind of that's this artist's interpretation of the card. However, this is not necessarily like a fearful waiting. You know, it's just like, okay, I'm going to stand back. I'm going to watch. Here's the King of Cups telling us the same thing. But in this case, I think that was you. But in this case, I do believe this is the person you're crushing on. I think that he is kind of still pulling back from afar. This isn't something that's going to happen right away in terms of what they're going to say or do or the connection. But the new opportunity is there. New beginning with the new opportunity. Then we have, you're going to have to wait for the new opportunity. And then we have, he's watching you from afar with the new opportunity. Do you see that? Do you see how it plays in? So that's exactly what I'm thinking. I think, you know, you might have to wait a bit. Stand your ground, though. The new opportunity energy is overseeing the entire thing. So all of these events are being overseen by that and influenced by that energy. So King of Cups, you know, a little bit of words of advice maybe. The King of Cups hates criticism, does not like to be criticized. So, you know, when you're talking to this person, you know, be careful not to, you know, do anything inadvertently critical. You know, if you say something that might turn them off that way and you didn't even realize you said anything, you know. Again, this is again somebody who is very smart but very passive. So be ready that this person is kind of a kickback, go with the flow. That's probably why our Nine of Wands was here, telling you just to kind of hold on, stand your ground, just watch so you don't say anything inadvertently that might be perceived as critical, because sounds like he would probably not do well with that kind of a thing. So, yeah. Tia, I got something for you, my friend. Here we go. You ready, Tia? This one is for you. Ready? Go. Oh, yeah. Crushing at work. Yes, indeed. That one is for you, Tia. All right. So let's get it off now. How about that? There we go. All right, my friend. So that was Tia. And then I think, yeah. All right. So I think, let me see if I think we just got one more in. Let me see what I've got here. Oh, no, that was Tia. So I think I just did Tia. So, let's see. Yeah, where did it go? All right. So it looks like I've gotten through all of the donations. Please let me know. Oh, Amira is donating again. And there it came in. It's like you guys are totally in sync with my PayPal alerts. Amira, thank you so much. We've got Amira on the list again. So another donation for Amira. And I hear something else. Nope, that's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. I don't want that. All right. Thank you so much. All right, Amira, go ahead and get your other question up there. And there it is. There it is. You're like right on it. All right. Will my first child be with Darren? Ooh, okay. So let's find out, Darren. What are you doing? Let's use light seers. Let's use light seers. No, we want to use steampunk. Steampunk tarot. We haven't used that one today. All right. Will Amira's first child be with Darren? We're looking at Darren right now. Is Darren going to be daddy to Amira's first child? This is looking like 3 years out. We want to know. Okay. So, Darren, are you going to be daddy to Amira's baby? Amira, not Amira. I don't know why I said it wrong. Okay. Energy. Ooh, the Judgment card. This is all kind of about being that rebirth feeling, that feeling like, I'm being drawn up into the heavens kind of feel, like everything is clear now. Everything makes sense. That's what this card is indicating, and that is the energy of this card. Okay, so everything makes sense now, which is good because we've got the Devil card. Good thing we're making sense of that devil. So what this is telling me now, I know you've been waiting. I can't remember the details right now, but I do remember that, you're kind of trying to figure this out with Darren, trying to see where it's going to go. You've got a lot on your plate, and so does Darren. So there are a lot of things going on. Feeling like, all that stuff has been lifted, and now I am free to kind of move on and do new things. Once that time has elapsed, now I know you're waiting on that 3 years, and I also know that locations might not be exactly lined up right now. That's all going to change. That's the devil. The devil are all the things holding you back. Doesn't mean everything is bad. So don't automatically think the devil means evil or bad. It doesn't. But that means kind of being stuck with something. That means kind of being held back because of something. And that's going to change because we have judgment. So once all of those other obligations, restrictions, whatever, it resolve, then that's when you have that uplifting time. Now, I don't know what Darren's doing. You might know exactly what that means. But again, I asked the question, will your first child be with Darren? And so far, it's looking like when those things end, things are going to move along. Well, what are they moving to? Where are we going with this? We're going to the 10 of Cups. That's where we're going. The 10 of Cups is all about stability of home life, having a good kind of emotional connections. This is about good times. This is about feeling good. We also, though, have our 5 of Swords. Our 5 of Swords is telling me that you gotta remember to use your restraint. Don't rush in. When you're wanting Darren, and this is about a Darren connection. I think this is advice for you with Darren. You know what? Don't run up to them when you start getting things on. Oh, let's have a baby. Let's have a baby. Let's have a baby. Oh, I can't wait to have a baby. Blah. Stay in the moment, because that might turn Darren away. We don't want this to take longer than 3 years. We want this to stay, on track, I guess, on track. So it will, again, this is our judgment card, which is that rebirth, that feeling of being brought up into the heavens. And as long as you don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Bombard him. That's it. Bombard him with, I want to have a baby. Let's have a baby. I want to have a baby. If you don't do that, then it is going to still be okay. So it is looking like, Darren, this is a word of advice for you. This is a bit about the timing. But yeah, 10 of Cups is giving me a big Darren right there. And look at your nice little family. I don't see any kids in this picture. But most of the 10 of Cups on a lot of decks involve a family that has grandparents, babies. It's got like generations on there. This one decided not to do that, but that's okay too, because it means what it means. And this is what it means. It means that happy home life together. So yeah, end those things right now. Don't run in like a crazy lady being baby, 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 because that'll be a little too much. And yes, so it looks good. Looking good, Amira. How exciting. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Kiss JG. And Jane J. I've got both of you helping, and it's so great. Antonella, how are you? And thank you for your donation. All right, let me see what your question is. Right. Why didn't Aquarius answer today? Uh-oh. All right, so we got a person not answering the phone, huh? Or the text, whatever. I don't know how you might have gotten in touch. We're going to use Wizard's Tarot. I guess I better put this up. I kind of didn't put this up. We're working on donations now, guys. So anybody who is new or just arriving, the free part of the show has ended. I'm only working on donations at this point. The show is for an hour, and right now we're in an hour and 37 minutes. So I will keep going for donation questions. But as soon as the donations are completed, I will be wrapping up the show. But please come back tomorrow. I am here every day at 12 o'clock Central Time. And I do have a great collection of pick-a-card questions. If you're wanting to check it out, there might be one that applies to you. All right. Okay, Antonella. Why is the Aquarius not answering? Oh, no, you're good, Antonella. I'm still accepting donations. I accept donations. I do try to, end the stream by like 3 hours. I get a little goofy, so I can't. I went 4 hours one day and I almost died. Anyway, yes, I will keep on going, and we've got energy. We're doing great right now, so no worries there. All right, Aquarius, why didn't you answer Antonella today? Okay. There's our energy and our spread. Okay, now, Aquarius, what the hell's going on? Okay, well, something's going on for sure. We've got a Two of Pentacles. I don't think this has anything to do with you. I think this is something, Pentacles is the suit of everyday life. So anything you do to kind of manage your physical world. So time, money, energy, school, wealth, house, that kind of a thing. It can sometimes indicate debating between choices. So sometimes people who are debating between two jobs or between two places to live, or, things like that. But if it were, it's not cups, so I don't think it's about you, deciding to. There we go. Oh, you're talking about the message, Antonella. Okay, message to him, not to me. All right, that makes more sense too, because I'm like, oh no, it's okay. Okay, we're on target now, but this is our energy. So whatever's being juggled, it is being juggled. So it's not like oh my gosh, I'm worn out and I can't do anything else. It's being handled, but attention is really on it. It's very strong, very strong. Yep, and yep. Something's going on with Aquarius. Something that Aquarius started is not going well. I don't think it has anything to do with you. I honestly don't. Here is our Four of Cups. This is when he didn't answer you today. He is busy doing whatever he's doing, and he didn't. There's your cup. That's you. These are cups is love and emotion. So I do think this one is you. He is so busy looking at all these other things that he's doing here, and there you are. See? So he was busy. He couldn't answer. This is our our energy. So it's telling me why he's busy even. This is saying he is busy because he's kind of juggling two things. It's really affecting him. This is causing Three of Swords issues. Three of Swords is all about heartbreak, heartache, feeling like, it's a little overwhelming perhaps. The Page of Swords is telling me what it's about. It's about something that got started, but it's not, the plan is not, there is no plan, or it's not going the way, way it's supposed to go. So, so I don't think that this is about you. I don't think it's about you. I don't think that's why Aquarius didn't answer. Aquarius is very busy doing something. Again, think it had something to do with a plan not working out, something not working out. Now he's trying to maybe fix that, change that, make a new idea. Here's you in the background. That's you on this cup on a shelf. And he's busy looking at all these things. Couldn't take the time because he's busy looking at these things. He couldn't take the time to perhaps answer. So, yeah. So I think it's that he's busy. I don't think it has anything to do with you. Let's do an end game just to make sure. Let's confirm. Does this have anything to do with Antonella? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who has absolutely nothing. This is somebody who's really planning. This is somebody who is really focused on work. Again, something happened. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. It's all about whatever he's doing. Again, Pentacles. You see that? Here's you. What are you saying here? You asked him, how is he? Yeah. Well, he's busy. That's how he is. Really very clear, super strong. This again is the energy. And then when I said, is it about you? I got another Pentacles, another work card. So I'm going to say, no, it has nothing to do with you. The reason he didn't answer is he's super busy trying to balance things. And I believe it has something to do with something that got started that is not going well or going the way it was supposed to go. That kind of a thing. So, yeah. All right, Antonella, good luck with that. Thank you for your donations, too. All right. So, next we have Tabitha. Tabitha, my dear, how are you? You're welcome, Antonella. And beautiful Aries, you have also donated. Thank you. All right. So, let me scoot up my chair. There we go. All right. So, what are we doing? Tabitha's got her question. Thank you. All right. Well, there's been no contact. How does Ken, the Sagittarius, currently feel and think about me, if anything? Okay. So, we need to know what's going on with Sagittarius. We're going to use the Arcanum Tarot. And we want to know how Ken is currently feeling and thinking about Tabitha. There's no contact right now. Tabitha and Ken. Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we've got. All right. So what's going on, Ken? How are you thinking and feeling? Okay. Yeah, I think here we've got our Four of Cups. He's not seeing, he's focusing on something else right now, not seeing what's there. Just, I don't know if you heard that last reading, just like I was describing. In that deck, we had the Four of Cups as well. And it was the guy looking at his, desk full of stuff and not seeing the cup behind him in the bookcase. So it's the same kind of thing. Like, I'm focusing on all these other things, and then here's you in the background. I'm not seeing you right now because I'm focusing on these other things. So what is that all about? Let's find out. What is that all about? Oh, wow. All right. So, Page of Cups. Now, again, he's not seeing you right now, not seeing you. He is, the Page of Cups tells me this is about new information that has something to do with love. So this is somebody who wants to kind of sit back, somebody who has, who wants to relax, somebody who kind of hates change and activity and really just kind of wants to sit back. This guy kind of reminds me of like that, oh yeah, man, everything's okay. And oh yeah, just kind of go with the flow and easy, doesn't want to really rock the boat. Now it's on here. He's not seeing you right now. He's looking at these other things, and these other things, I forgot to mention, the other things are not going well. Notice her. She looks like, man, these are like not going well. They're not looking good. I don't want these, so not seeing this because I'm so focused on looking at what I don't want. All right. So Page of Cups, again, doesn't want to make a change because he's kind of lazy. But he does have that sensibility of, that emotional sensitivity, I mean. So that is in there, but he's just kind of lazy, I think. Here we've got our Two of Wands, and this is all about kind of internal struggle between two choices, trying to figure out what to do. If we pair that up with our energy of Four of Cups, perhaps because he's not happy with whatever's in these cups, that he's like, what do I do? But I'm lazy. I don't want to do anything. So he's going to sit here and look at the cups he doesn't want, but he's not seeing this other cup. Let me think about it. Let me think about what I should do. This guy says, let me think about it. Let me think about it. So much thinking. Let's just get moving. And so now we got a Knight. So that's good because now we're moving. So this is somebody who is this is a personality. Usually with the Court cards, they are a separate personality. We've got two here. Sometimes it can be the same person, but also it can be two different people. What this is telling me is there is somebody kind of rushing in, trying to make things change, and that's kind of making this be a turnoff. Now you've had no contact, so it's clearly not you. It's probably somebody else who's wanting something to change, wanting to maybe be in a relationship with Ken, or, let's do this, or maybe they were even seeing each other before, but he has become disenchanted. This is our energy. Remember, he's like, meh, meh, meh. But here's this Great Cup back there. Maybe that's you. Let's do an endgame and see, but maybe that's you back there. Whatever he's got, though, he's sick of it. He's bored of it. And then here, lazy dude, everything goes, but I'm lazy. And then here, somebody else is trying to say, come on, man, come on, man. I know it's not you because you're not in contact, but somebody is trying to bug him and he's getting irritated, right? So that doesn't tell me much, though, about what his feelings are about you, other than I do see you potentially in the background there. So I want to know a little more specifically, please. What is Ken currently feeling or thinking about Tabitha? Three of Cups. This is great. This is about celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. So it's also usually about social interactions and things like that. Do you guys have mutual friends maybe? Did you at one point meet through mutual friends or meet at work? Something that has a people, like people. or through somebody. I don't know. But the 3, this is all about social interactions, number 3. And then when you add it to the cups, this is also about the same thing, celebrating a new endeavor, like I said. So, so I do think that some of those feelings are there, but it's just kind of lazy. I don't know why. Something's going on with that. Let's pull one more and see what we can get. So what should Tabitha know about this, about what should happen? Okay, you did not meet through friends. Okay, sometimes it can indicate social interactions. That's why I asked. But regardless, it does indicate celebration. Okay, so give me some more, please. Give me some more details about how Ken is feeling about Tabitha. The Magician. Okay, you have not been forgotten. You have not been forgotten. I don't think this is an active thing right now. The Magician is what makes things happen. I don't think it is active right now because of this. The boredom is our, just staying focused on whatever. We can't see this because we're so focused on this. Look at her. Doesn't she even look bored? And then here you got this lazy group, like, just going to sit here. Then he's getting turned off from something, from someone just bothering him about it. And then here we go. When I asked specifically, and these were doubles, because I asked specifically, give us some more details. We got 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups. I'm going to say it again. This is talking about celebrating a new endeavor of the heart. That's exactly what it means. And then the Magician. The Magician is all about kind of making new things happen. So while I do see potential, I am not seeing anything happening quickly. Nothing's happening quickly. So that's when you have to decide, maybe it's one of those things like, okay, I'm going to go about my day and my life. And if you come around, great. If not, I'm already moved on. But, I wouldn't, I don't know. You have to decide, what are you willing to wait for? What does he need to do or not do for, you to say you'll wait? I mean, I'm not sure, but it does look like you're probably going to be waiting a bit. But I do think you're in there. I do think you're in there, though. All right. Thank you so much. All right. A beautiful Aries. You are up next. I see a few new people here. Wonderful. I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Yes, I am still accepting donation questions. The free show is over, but the donations are continuing. I will probably pull the plug at some point around 2:30. It's 1:52 now. And the reason for that is 3 hours is kind of my personal maximum. I sort of lose my brain after 3 hours. I tried it with a 4-hour show and I almost died. So it's already been 2 hours. So I'm going to keep on going. So if you'd like to donate, please do. I'll let you know when it is closed. Beautiful Aries. Thank you so much. Do you see my mom and my boyfriend talking with each other in November? This has been a very stressful situation. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's use Zombie Tarot. Let's see what we can see. All right. All right. Mom and mom's and your boyfriend. Sorry. Mom and boyfriend. Are they going to put all this to bed? Are you going to be able to get back to normal, resolve this, whatever needs to happen? Boyfriend and mom for beautiful Aries. Beautiful Aries boyfriend and her mom. Okay. And there's our energy. That is our spread. Okay, so 5 of Hazards. This is the 5 of Pentacles. This is all about people feeling like, when they're shut out and things like that. It's about friends sticking together. So the energy right now, it could go 2 ways. We need to see what the other cards are. But what this is saying to me so far is that, you know what, it's either going to be kept out, meaning shut out, or it could literally mean the other side of, you know, friends sticking together, that the making up. So that's kind of conflicting based on the question. So let's see what we've got, and hopefully, oh yeah, it's changing. Oh, yeah. Okay. So friends stick together. We're going to stick with that, or that meaning, because clearly friends stick together. I know they're not friends. I mean, well, that doesn't mean they're not friendly, but I mean, it's your mom and your boyfriend. So friends sticking together, you know, insert that boyfriend and friend and mom sticking together. They're going to come back together. They're coming back together. You know why I know? Because boom, here is our big change. This is our tower moment. This is when things change. I specifically asked in November. So here's our big change. Here's friends sticking together. Here's our King of Cups. The King of Cups tells me that even though that things, it looks like a makeup. It looks like here's a makeup, you know, like, hey, let's start talking again. And then I think there might be a little bit of time there where you're thinking, oh, is everything really okay? Or somebody is kind of holding back now. Once the makeup happens, once the initial conversation is happening, you know, once things are opening up again, one of them is going to be kind of like, all right, I don't want to start this crap again. I don't want any drama, you know, or whatever. I don't even know what happened, you know. So, you know, you're kind of, you are, or I should say mom or boyfriend is kind of sitting there like, all right, I'm not getting hurt again. And then here, the Nine of Swords, it's the same things. The other person's saying, I'm not getting there. I'm not I'm getting my feelings hurt. I'm not getting mad, or I don't know what the issue was, but you see what I'm saying? So holding it back, and this is somebody saying, I'm thinking about it a lot. I don't want this to happen again, or I don't want to deal with it. So the fear, there is going to be some fear. This is meaning, and what I mean, I'm having a hard time. I'm tripping over my words. Yes, they will be talking. However, I think that they will both be thinking that this is not going to last. That's probably a good way to put it. Or reserving judgment. So it's almost like a superficial talking again. So getting totally back on track is, you know, they're a little skeptical of each other, of the situation. One of them is a little more hanging back, like, all right, let me just watch and see. Whereas the other one seems a little more actively thinking about it, you know. So I do think it's more of I can't think of another word other than superficial. So more of a surface level of either an apology or conversation. Somebody's like, all right, I'll hang back. And then the other person is still worried. The other person still has issues. So I do think, yes, they'll talk, but I don't think it's resolved. I don't know. Yeah. They do, you know, friends stick together. That's how I know what this change is. Let's see. You don't understand that. Yeah. Okay. So you don't even know like what the problem is. Why? Well, let's see. Let's try to see if we can get anything. I don't know if we will or not. Can we get a little sneak peek about maybe what the problem is with mom and the boyfriend? Please give us a little sneak peek. Queen of Wands. Okay. Queen of Wands. Sorry, I was right the first time. All right. The Queen of Wands. This is somebody who is like, this is who we all want to be, guys. The Queen of Wands. She's awesome. She knows what's up. She is everybody's friend. She knows how to manage everything. This is your mom. Maybe is she concerned that you are, or he is taking you away? Do you think it could be her worried that he is stifling you in some way, like you were not able to reach your full potential because this person that you're with? That would be what this queen means. Give us one more to clarify, please. Boom. Ace of Cups. Yep. New love. She's afraid that you're not going to be following through on what you're needing to do to focus on yourself, to improve your life, to make you the Queen of Wands. The Ace of Cups is all about a new love. In fact, there could be something in there. There could be something in there that she thinks that somebody else would be better for you. Our parents, they want the best for us, and they mean well, but sometimes, they try to control things too much. But it's like that same old thing, like, oh, you can marry a doctor, or this and that. I mean, they're always worried. They want to make sure you're happy and all that. They want to make sure you're self-sufficient so you can take care of yourself. And they also want you to be with somebody who helps kind of lift you up. Perhaps she is, not thinking this is the right choice. This Ace of Cups tells me that she thinks that, he is kind of stifling you and that you could get somebody better. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. She has said that she wants better for you. And she's even said that she doesn't want you to be with him. Ooh, she wants you to be with a lawyer. Or is he a lawyer? Which one? Is he a lawyer, or she wants you to be with a lawyer? That's it, man. Jeez, tarot is number one. Oh my God, tarot. I love the tarot. You know what that deserves? You guys, it deserves this. Mind blown. How awesome the tarot is. Oh yeah. All right. She wants you to be with oh my God, beautiful Aries. This is exactly what it is. And that's exactly what she's upset with. And I think you're going to see kind of a superficial coming back together kind of thing. Like, okay, we're talking, but I still can't stand you. One of those kinds of things. One of the two is like, all right, I'm going to watch this, but I don't know. And then the other one is like kind of feeling like anxious, So I don't know which one is which, but you might, between your boyfriend and her, I mean, I don't know which one is which, but oh my God, how funny. Mind blown. All righty. So we've got a few more donations. Let me see where we are at. I'm looking for my lovely moderators helping me out. I can always go in and see my PayPal too. Oh, we've got Marie Eve. Thank you so much, Marie Eve. Oh, there it is. Jane J. Kiss JG. Oh, you're writing that. Sarah's writing that to them. Excuse me. I was going to say, wow, that's weird. That's two of my moderators. All right. I'm not seeing any more. Okay. So I see Marie. There's Marie's question. Let me see. Let me just pull it out of here on my phone. So hard sometimes because the PayPal names are different. So I get like confused. That's one is Tabitha. Okay. So I do see Sarah. Awesome. Sarah M. There you are. You read my mind. I see Marie Eve. I see Sarah M. And this is all I've got right now. But I see, I think, a couple of you saying that you also have donated. There is, here's one. KR. Somebody with the initials KR. If you could please post your question and let Kiss JG or Jane J know. Let's see. Yep, I've got Marie Eve and Sarah. I think I'm caught up, but I thought we might have KR. So please let me know. I don't want to miss anybody. I'm trying my best to stay on top of it, and I rely a lot on my moderators helping me. So thank you guys. You guys are invaluable. Okay, so back to Marie Eve. Marie Eve, and my name is Denise. We both are very French names, but it looks like you're probably must be French because I'm not, but your whole name is French. So I'm wondering if you're French. I did take French for 2 years in high school, but I'll tell you, I can't say anything. It's like that thing. If you don't use it, you lose it. That's me. All right, let's see what we've got. What are Gemini's feelings and thoughts after meeting up with me today? Ooh, all right, let's find out. All right, so what am I going to use? Everyday wish. Everyday wish. All right. All right, so we've got Marie Eve, and then we have Sarah. I see your question there, Sarah. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for your donation, ladies. And anybody else who would like to donate, please let me know, and we'll get to your question next. And the only ones I have right now are Marie Eve and Sarah M. Okay, Gemini. What are you thinking about Marie Eve after meeting up today? What are you thinking about Marie Eve after meeting up today? Okay, one more. Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. Sure love this deck. I know I say it all the time. I just can't get over it. Can't get over it. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. This is all about success. Like, seriously, if I had to write one word to remind myself of what it means, I would write success. This is kind of about a reward for accomplishments. I'm not sure, you know, when you met up, I'm sure I don't know why you met up. I know you're hoping that the feelings and thoughts are positive in a romantic way. But was that the purpose of the meeting? Were you talking about work while you were together, or was this like a, hey, how you doing? We just ran into each other. That kind of a thing. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you're not French, but you speak French, and your name is French. Wow. Well, not to get off track here, but I'll just tell you, my name is Denise, which is French, and I'm not French, although my relatives, if I, you know, on Ancestry, and also I know this from my grandpa, we are from France. My last name used to be de la Chaumette, and it got Americanized, and of course, so it was completely lost, like the de la got taken off, which is a shame, but coincidentally, my parents named me Denise, didn't have anything to do with that. Anyway, when I went to French class in high school, when you're in foreign language, you get to choose a name in that language, or a popular name from that country. So you all get to choose a French name. Well, yay. So they go around each one. What do you want? I want Jean-Michel. I want da-da-da-da. And then they get to me, and I don't remember what name I chose, but they're like, oh, your name is already French. And then they moved past me, and I didn't even get a French name. I was so mad. So upset. Oh, all right. Sorry. Let's get back to business. I just thought I should share that funny story. I cracked myself up. So sometimes I'm not as funny as I think I am. Okay. So, oh, and you wrote here, you talked a little bit about everything. Okay. Well, anyway, the Nine of Pentacles means it's a very successful vibe. It means like everything's feeling good and, you know, open for new things. It's like that kind of breath of fresh air kind of feeling, you know? So let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so we've got our Five of Swords. Five of Swords, that's all about, well, because it's swords, it's about communication. And this is talking about, you know, learning new things. It's talking about having that, not wanting to be overconfident about things. But look, see, I bet you this is exactly what was happening in your conversation today. Not that you were crying with a bunch of other witches. But that's about talking about, you said you talked about a lot of things that, you know, clearly these swords are the different topics. These swords are the different topics. And I don't know if maybe you guys, one or the other of you, talked about something that maybe the other one didn't know about. Maybe it was something new, maybe that you know about that they don't, meaning it doesn't have to be a secret. What I mean is like, I'm going to tell you about reading tarot cards, and I'm telling my husband who knows nothing about reading tarot cards. So talking about things like that. We have our Nine of Pentacles, so that is meaning that, it was a good conversation, not a conversation where we have a witch crying. So don't let that fool you. It's all about making things. It's all about confidence. It's all about sharing. Here's our Knight of Swords. Now, our knights are always moving quickly. He's swords. So this is, again, communication. Look at this. We've got 2 communications, and we've got 2 work and talking. So it seems like you must have talked about work quite a bit. At least that was a strong portion, and that's where you both got really engaged. We also here have our 2 of Pentacles. The 2 is all about, kind of choices and trying to decide 2 things. This is about trying to decide how to make time. Where do you put your energy? That kind of a thing. Again, we're wanting success. We want this 9 of Pentacles. Back to the middle here with our Knight. The Knight of Swords is someone who's very action-oriented. This is somebody who likes to rush into things, but somebody who needs to step back and plan. This means don't run in like, the crazy squirrel who's like so excited about the acorns. I want a nut. I want a nut. I want a nut. The squirrel running in. Gimme, gimme, gimme. You can't run around in like a crazy squirrel wanting a nut. You got to kind of be cool, because look at what we've got. We've got success on that as well. So this is telling us quite a bit. It's giving you actually some advice how to pursue or to continue what you've already gone on for. It looks like you had an awesome conversation that actually, I think Gemini felt like he learned something. I think there's some excitement on moving forward and continuing to talk again. This is Swords. This is all about wanting to communicate. It's also an advice card to you about not, being, take your time. That's what it's saying. Take your time. Don't rush in all crazy because you've got success coming, but you don't want to rush in like a wacko, right? And then here, the success is coming, but we're trying to figure out how to balance our time. So I don't know if you're feeling like things are going slowly. I don't know if you feel like, maybe you're the one who feels like you don't have time. But I will say, whoever it is, the success is there. We've got 9 of Pentacles energy influencing all of these cards. So it's looking good. We're going to do an end game, though. I want to just get a little bit more of a firm idea of what the feelings are, if they're positive, if they're, what? So give me another little tidbit here, please. What is going on with the Gemini about Marie Eve? Yay! You got the 3 of Cups. Da-na-na-na-na. This is all about starting a new endeavor of the heart. What? Are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Wait a minute. You got to be ready. I got to wait. It went too far away. There we go. Let's do it. Ready? Boom. Mind blown. Yeah. All right. This is it. This is it. He is thinking about this could be a potential for a new beginning, a new relationship. It looks really good. It looks really good. Yeah, whatever you guys talked about, I think it was a really good conversation. I think you impressed, this person to think, wow, you actually have some really good insights or information. I mean, whatever you guys talked about looks good. Yeah, looking good, Marie Eve. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. I can say this. Quelle heure est-il? I'm saying it probably with a terrible accent, but it's what time is it? Quelle heure est-il? I probably am not saying it right. Of course, I can say all the ones like au revoir and all that. All righty. So good. So thank you so much. So we have now Sarah M. And I do think you typed it. I almost said printed. All right. So let's go back and see. Where am I? Sarah M. All right. There it is. I thought I saw it. All right. Thank you again for your donation. Will Christian make the move and commit to me in November? Will we move in together in the near future? Pulled some tarot cards of my own. 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Fool and Magician. Ooh, and you don't know what it means. Okay, 6 of Cups, 4 of Wands, the Fool and the Magician. I would say that's a big hell yeah. 6 of Cups is about looking at looking back on things with happiness, like nostalgia, and looking at the past. So looking at your relationship, that's really warm feelings. A 4 of Wands is about building a foundation, building a home. The Fool is about a new opportunity and the first steps in a new journey. And the Magician means, it's a manifester. That's somebody who creates new things, new love, new happiness, new home. So the cards you pulled are slam dunk. The cards you pulled, those are awesome. All right, so what deck do I want to use? I'm going to use I don't want to use that one. Ooh, let's use Druidcraft. Let's use Druidcraft. So yeah, your cards that you pulled look really good. Really good. In fact, if that was your reading from me, I would have said, hands down, yeah. Hands down, yes. So let's see what I get, though. Okay. Christian, are you going to make the move and commit to Sarah in November? Are you guys going to move in together? What's going on? We got a new month coming up. All right, we have Elizabeth and Liz up next. All right, so Christian, are you going to be making the move and commit in November? Let's find out what Christian is doing. Ooh, we've got the Lord. This is the Emperor. The Emperor is a leader. The Emperor has control on everything. The Emperor is somebody, and I always talk about this, who makes order out of chaos. So, chaos is a word that, you kind of think of like craziness. Everything's crazy. But, chaos just means when things are not in the right place, So things are a little bit crazy right now, right? You guys aren't, you're obviously, crazy in the sense of this question. You're wanting to move in together and you're not. So that's where we need to put some order back in here, right? So let's see how it applies to the rest of our cards. Oh, Sarah, look at what I got. Look at right there. What? Okay, so my spread is also saying hell yeah. So your spread, the ones you pulled, and these are all saying yes. I obviously, you need to interpret your own cards. I don't want to try to step on your toes, but if I were interpreting the ones that you are listing, I would say that's a yes. And also looking at my spread here, I am absolutely going to say a yes as well. So I think something is going to happen in November. This is making order out of chaos. This is taking out all that ambiguity, taking out all the drama. This is making things feel like they're back in order. Here we have our 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands, this is all about speedy delivery, brace for change. This means things are happening. Things are coming. This is all about changing events. Where are they changing to? To the 10 of Cups. Why should we care? Because the 10 of Cups literally means stability of home life. What? Stability of home life. Now we have the Magician, and just like I told you in your reading, the Magician is the manifester. He makes shit happen, man. This is it. We want the Magician. He makes things happen. He's got all the suits with him. Look at, he's got cups, swords, pentacles, wands, which means he can create a happy home. He can create opportunities for love. He can create opportunities to grow. He can create opportunities for conversation and truth. So this looks fan-friggin-tastic. Oh my, and guess what, Sarah? I think you deserve it. Let's do it. This is amazing. Mind blown. What? That is such a great rating. And it really, really corresponds nicely with what you got. Ooh, Sarah, mind blown. Looks good. Oh my God, I love the tarot. Woo! Okay, thank you so much. All right, we have Elizabeth and Liz. Oh, good, Sarah. I'm so glad. That makes you happy. Good. And then we have Amira right after, it looks like. Okay, so thank you so much. What am I doing? Oh, Elizabeth, duh. Elizabeth, there you are. Thank you so much. All right. Can you give me an insight with my best friend? I took distance from her because I felt negativity and a mean attitude toward me. Okay, so you kind of picked up on something like, negative energy coming your way. Let's use a zombie tarot. And you want to see what is going on. So we need some cards to show us what is going on with Elizabeth and her best friend. We felt negativity before. Now Elizabeth's kind of distanced herself. What is the deal? What is going on with that? Okay, let's click this. All righty. Okay, so what's going on with our BFF? Our BFF. Okay, let's see what we've got. All right, we've got our Four of Swords. Now, this is interesting. This is kind of like a nice, gentle kind of energy. This is all about kind of like a time of reflection. Sometimes it's about like refocusing and deciding where to go. But guess what else it is? And I'm not even kidding you. This is about making peace. Making peace. Now, this is a zombie deck, so it clearly, that doesn't look so peaceful, zombies and stuff, and he's sitting there with his gun. But what the meaning is, it is about, really kind of trying to coming from a different position and figuring out how to proceed. And again, it's about making peace with what has happened. And perhaps that means together too. Let's find out what this says, but this is a nice, gentle energy for you for this spread. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, we got Queen of Wands again. Justice. Yeah. Okay. So things are going to turn around. I'm not sure. Well, we have to pull a couple more just to get a timing on it because I don't get anything for that. We have our Queen of Wands, and remember what I said, guys, Queen of Wands, this is who we all want to be, girl, guy, whoever you are. Queen of Wands has got it going on. This is somebody who is very much a successful person. This is somebody who everybody likes. This is everybody's friend. She's smart. She's charming, things like that. And now refocusing objectives and making peace with things. I'm wondering if there is a little bit of jealousy about something. Maybe you can think about that. Is there something that maybe would have made your best friend feel a little intimidated or feel a little bit like less than, even though, best friends are there for people's success and all that kind of stuff. But, just because somebody else is successful doesn't mean you're not successful. Sometimes one person has success while you're not having success, but the tables turn continually, right? And best friends are in the middle. So I'm wondering, though, if there was a little bit of jealousy. And from that, I can tell that balance is going to come back into play. The Justice card is clearly, like the name implies, things being fair, even, and balanced. It's also about the Decision card. It's the It's the decision to make a change, and I'll tell you, it's running right before our hanged man. Decisions to make a change and looking at it differently. This is about looking at something differently. So I'm going to pull a couple end games, but I'm thinking, I'll tell you exactly what I think. I think there is some kind of jealousy issue going on. I do think, though, that this is going to change. I do, remember I told you this is our energy for the entire spread. That's about kind of rest, relaxation, reflection, changing the direction of where we're going and making peace with things. So I think that is exactly right. Okay, she brings up your boyfriend Q a lot. You're saying, yep. Well, maybe she's very jealous. Maybe not even necessarily jealous about your happiness with your boyfriend, but maybe jealous of the time that she maybe wants you for herself, or, that kind of a thing. But I do see that changing. I really do. This being our energy, that's talking about, let me just get my head back on and realize this is my best friend. I'm happy for her to have this person and to have this time. Looking at it differently with our hanged man is why I know it's going to resolve itself. And also the justice, because that's about making it fair. Fair meaning balance, back in balance, where nobody's getting bad vibes from anybody, where nobody's being mean, nobody's having drama. Get back into balance. So it looks good, but I think that's probably why. I do think that's probably why, and I do think it will come back to center here pretty soon. This is my it's my mini spread, so it's the nearer future. I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. It's like the nearer future, because unless I declare it as something else in my head while I'm shuffling, it is nearer future as opposed to further future. You are feeling stressed with the friendship. And you know what? That's kudos to you, because you got to be able, we don't want energy vampires. People can't be energy vampires. And even good people, even well-intentioned people, if they're energy vampires, sometimes you need to take a step back, and say, all right, so, well, good, and you're listening to your intuition too, which is super important. Sometimes our intuition is full of crap. Sometimes it's not telling us anything, but most of the time it is. So you got to listen, and then you got to be smart and be the adult and decide, but yes. Well, thank you so much. All righty. So we've got Liz and Amira up next. Let me just see where we are at. I'm losing my space. All right. Amira, there we go. I got that one. K's and Kings, hello. How are you? I'm just looking at my chat, and then I kind of cross-reference with my PayPal just so I can keep it all organized. Right. Lexi Ray, how are you? Thank you for your donation. We'll get to your question here. We're going down the list. We got a little bit of a list going. Oh, Dial J for Josh. How are you? Raya Argawal, hello. All right. Oops, my chat just jumped. All right. Lexi Ray. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yes, I did. Okay. So we have got on deck, we have Liz, Amira, Kazan King, and Lexi Ray. And Josh, Dial J for Josh. Okay. So I am going to close the donation list, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I don't like to, I try not to go past 3, just because it's a little much for me. So I'm going to go ahead, and unless somebody is donating right now, I'm going to close that list. So we're going to do this. All right. So donations are closed as well. Oh, Raya? Oh, good. Raya, did you donate, honey? Did I somehow miss you? Right now, honey, we are on donations only. The free portion of the show is the first hour, which was from 12 to 1. It is 2:30 here now, so we are an hour and a half outside of that normal hour show. I stick around and do donation readings until 3. So if you donated, then we can definitely get you a reading. If you're wanting to do a freebie, I will be doing some more free readings tomorrow. 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock Central. And yeah. Oh, Raya, you did. I missed you. I'm so sorry. Let me get back here. I must have missed it in the lineup here. I'm sorry about that. Okay, here's Amira. Lexus. There's Dial J. Liz, Elizabeth, Sarah, and then we got, here we go. I'm getting it now. See, sometimes it's late. Okay, so we've got Elizabeth, and we have got, Raya. So, okay, so Raya and Elizabeth. Hold on, I can't read my own writing. So we've got, so let's start over. We have Liz, who is going to be next. And then we have Amira. And then we have Kazan King. Okay. Can't even talk. That was Lexi Ray. And then we have Dial J. And then we have Raya. And then we have Elizabeth. All right, you guys tell me if that sounds right. Kazan Kings. All right, so you are, you're before Lexi, honey. I've got Liz, Amira, Kazan King, Lexi, Dial J for Josh. Why do I keep writing this? Raya. I write it wrong. Raya, and then Elizabeth. There you go, honey. So that's where we're at. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on deck. I'm going to go ahead. I don't know if any of my moderators are still here. So I'm going to go ahead. I think they might have had to go. So here is the lineup, okay? Liz, Amira, Kazan King, Lexi Ray, Dial J, Raya, Elizabeth. Okay, and I do them as they come in, the order that they come in, because I like to make sure it's fair as I can. I almost missed you, Kazan. I'm so glad you told me, and that we are, there we are. So we are up to speed. Okay, there we are, my friends. All right, so let's do this. All right, so Liz, my dear, let me find your question. All right, I think I saw you wrote it up here. There it is. Thank you, Liz. Thanks for your donation. All right, Amira, you're up next. So make sure you get your question there. Liz, will Ruben and I see each other this weekend? Ooh, and today's Friday, so let's find out with the light seers. We want to know what is up. Okay, Ruben and Liz. Ruben and Liz. Ruben and Liz this weekend. Let's see Ruben this weekend. Okay. All right, let's find out. So we've got our energy and we've got our spread. Okay. Woo! All right, the energy's looking good. We've got Ace of Cups energy for this spread. So Will, Ruben, and I see each other this weekend looking mighty good. The Ace of Cups is all about a new love coming in. So that is awesome. Now, it will influence what these cards are. So let us see what we've got. Okay. All right. So this is, again, going to apply to each one. And the Ace of Cups the High Priestess with our Ace of Cups energy. The High Priestess is all, kind of about feeling like you can't see things. I mean, clearly look at her. She's got her eyes closed. That really makes sense. But feeling like you can't tell what's going on. But the nice thing about the High Priestess is you should be, feel like you can rest assured and feel confident because everything always works out. It's kind of like one of those cards where you're like, knowing that, okay, I'm a little not knowing where I'm going, but I know I'm on the right path. Like one of those things. You see what I'm saying? So look at that. She's got her eyes closed. Look at our Four of Pentacles. She's also got her eyes closed, though, doesn't she? So some people are just not seeing things. Our Four of Pentacles is holding things tight. This Ace of Swords is telling me that you are going to, most likely you will get together this weekend, but I think you're going to have a hard time reading Ruben. You're kind of trying to figure Ruben out, it looks like. So, our Ace of Cups overshadows it all. Like I said, it affects all of them. So that's how I'm getting, yes, you will see each other this weekend. This is kind of about what'll happen. And again, I think it's feeling like you can't get a real good read on Ruben. Like you're trying to be like, can't really tell. Feeling like Ruben's holding back a little bit, makes it feel a little mysterious and secretive. You're like, what's up with that? What's going on? However, I think by the end of the evening or the weekend or your encounter, whatever you're doing, I think you are going to have a new perspective on this. The Hanged Man is all about kind of looking at things in a different way. It's also kind of thinking, should I refocus and do something different? So, could go two ways. I do think, yes, you will see each other. I do think there will be kind of like a holding back, which makes you feel like I can't quite tell what this is all about. And it's either A, going to make you say, nope, I don't want any of this. I'm saying no. Or it would be B, you saying, all right, well, now I see how he likes to be talked to, or how it would be, when we talk to people, we know how people like to converse, we know how to say things in the right way or when to say something. Sometimes, you don't want to, it's better to talk to somebody after they've come home and had a relaxing moment. Other people want to just go, let me talk to you right now, that kind of a thing. So it's either going to make you say, see you later, or it's going to make you go, okay, now I see how to communicate better. Yeah, but I do think that you will see each other this weekend for sure. Definitely, Liz. Looking good. Looking good. I hope that helps. All righty. Amira, how are you? All right. Thank you again for the donation. How will my future pregnancy be? Okay, so what would be a good deck for that? I think that we need to use the Crow Tarot. I absolutely do. The Crow Tarot is saying, the Crow Tarot will tell us what is up. So how will Amira's future pregnancy be? How will the future pregnancy be? Okay, just so you know, guys, this is Amira. Next is Kazan King, Lexi, Dial J for Josh, Raya, and Elizabeth. And then we're going to wrap it up. Okay. Future pregnancy for Amira. We need to know, what will this be like? What will happen? Okay. There is our energy. And there is our spread. Okay, so we want to know what the pregnancy is going to be like. We already know. Oh, strength. What an awesome energy this is going to be. This is showing me that your pregnancy is going to be pretty smooth. And, you know, I want to see what the rest are before I get real in detail, but it does look like something that is a smooth pregnancy. I think it's a healthy pregnancy. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think so. Let's find out what we have there before I go into a huge tangent, right? Okay. All right. So we have our Six of Pentacles. This tells me that, you know, you're going to be relying on your partner's help. Of course, you would have your doctor as well, but this is all about getting help from somebody. Somebody that is kind of a giving person, somebody that is going to perhaps, like your husband, maybe he will be pampering you. Maybe he'll be the one to help you when you're not feeling well, whatever. Your doctor too will be reassuring you when you're saying, oh no, I felt this little thing. What does it mean? And the doctor says, oh no, that's nothing. You know, that kind of a thing. So you're going to be, you know, getting help. You're going to be having support from your partner and obviously your doctor. So you've got that going on both ways, or both fronts, I should say. Now here we've got our Knight of Wands. Now the Knight of Wands is somebody who has a lot of energy, somebody who has a lot of passion, somebody who is very outgoing. So I think what this is saying is this pregnancy you're not going to be one of those women who is depleted and sleeping all day or barfing all day. You know, while you need that help and support from other people, you are going to be a go-getter still. It's not going to drag you down. So yeah, I think that you're definitely going to be having that energy and passion. Now we have our Seven of Cups. Now the Seven of Cups is telling me that you're going to be having lots of dreams. Lots of dreams are going to be pervasive, or being very pervasive, meaning you're going to wake up and you're going to be like, God, I'm so tired. I don't even feel like I slept. Or you're thinking, I dreamt all these weird things, and you're going to be telling everybody every day, oh, guess what I dreamt last night? Guess what I dreamt last night? You know, it's going to be one of those things. I see a lot of that going on. I also see where you're going to potentially have some issues with some foods. There are going to be some foods that are going to be something to stay away from, which makes sense. You know, a lot of times in pregnancy, you know, certain things that you used to be able to eat, now you can't. Or things that you used to hate, now you like them. I know people who develop allergies to foods, like somebody who ate eggs their whole life and was fine, and then after their pregnancy, now they can't have eggs anymore. You know, it's like one of those things. So I see a lot of that. So I see a lot of dreams going on. I see a lot, maybe some food things going on. I see you're going to need help, which makes sense. So not like, oh no, help. Don't think that. But I see you're going to have a lot of energy. I still think that you're going to be able to take care of things. And this just tells me a smooth and healthy pregnancy with our Strength card. Wow, Mira. Wow, I'm jealous, man. I had a smooth pregnancy, but both of my children were born early. My daughter was born 2 months early. My son was born 3 months early. And even though I had a smooth pregnancy, nothing really wrong. I had a couple cravings, but no morning sickness. I guess I was tired. I guess I was. But anyway, other than that, my kids, I don't know why they came early. They never figured it out. How interesting, huh? All right, Kazan King. Ooh, that was me I clicked on. All right, so there's my list. I guess it's good that I accidentally clicked on that. We just did Liz and Amira. We are now on Kazan King. Then we have Lexi, Dial J, Raya, and Elizabeth. So let us get back up here and find Kazan King's question. All right, I see you made a donation. There you are. Thank you so much, by the way. All right, here's you asking about the list. I'm not seeing it. Kazan King, can you write it at the bottom? I'm going to go up a little higher and see if I just missed it. I'll try again. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, hon. I see Raya. Okay. See Dial J. At the bottom. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Thank you so much. I know I was like, you can't see me, but I was like scrolling. Okay. Kazan Kings, thank you so much. What are Jennifer's feelings toward me? We have an intense connection, but I just met her. She started saying she is getting confused, so I backed away for a week. Does she still have feelings for me? Ooh, okay. So let us see what we've got. We're going to use the Crow Tarot. The Crow Tarot is going to help us. All right. After Kazan King, it'll be Lexi, Ray, Dial J, then Raya, and Elizabeth. Okay. Jennifer, what are you feeling toward Kazan King? Feels like a good connection, but you were feeling confused. Backed away. Do you still have feelings? Jennifer, do you still have feelings for Kazan King? Okay. All right. So let us see what we've got. Okay. Alrighty, so this is our energy. Ooh, temperance. Temperance is all about balance. This is our energy for the entire spread, and this is the energy that's kind of overseeing you guys right at the moment. So temperance is about balance. What this is saying to me so far is it was really good of you, I think, to give her that space. You know, I think that probably, you know, not only did it help her kind of calm down and whatever was confusing her, or if she was getting anxious or whatever, you know, it gave her that space, but also she can respect you for that, because you know what? A lot of people don't respond to that. They don't take what you're at, like you're asking for a break because you're confused. You know, people who aren't in tuned or, you know, thinking about others do not always take that and do what they should. Oh, yeah. Oh, Kazan Kings. Are you kidding me? We got to, oh, baby, we got to do it. We got to do it. Ready? Mind blown. And you're like, why is your mind blown? Oh, boy. Well, let me tell you why. Because we've got the balance as our entire energy for the spread. It is overseeing all of this. The question is she still have feelings? Well, this is a hell yeah, and a hell yeah. The Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. This is all about new information. This is Cups. So this is all about love and emotion. So some new stuff coming in. Now, this is somebody, though, usually this card indicates somebody who kind of pulls back a little bit, kind of watches from afar. You gave her a break. You gave her that little bit of a break that she needed. You gave her balance. You used the temperance balance on top of that, right? Okay, what else do we have? We have our Two of Cups. Cups, 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 cups. Love, love, love. What? Temperance is balance. And what does this bird have? Cups. Cups. Oh my God. Mind blown for real. Okay. So 2 of Cups. This is all about two people coming together in harmony. This is about partnership. This is about that harmonious swirling together of energy saying, we're coming together. And then here we have our 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups, this is showing me that little bit of confusion. This is the confusion. She's afraid of making the wrong choice. That's what the 7 indicates. The 7 is all about kind of reflecting and, kind of trying to say, you know what, I'll see what's going on. Why is this going the right way? She must have had some baggage. She must have had a relationship disappointment. She must have had some disappointment because that's what, she's afraid to make the wrong choice. And maybe because of the intensity of the connection, she was like, whoa, and I don't want to make a mistake. Maybe she has a history of kind of jumping in too soon. That's why she needs the balance. So I am going to say, absolutely, I think she does still have feelings for you. The balance is what is needed to keep everything going. Now, you have backed away for a week. There comes a certain point where, it's hard because how are you supposed to read her mind? A lot of times we want to, have people read our minds because that's not fair. But I think that, that this might be something that she's confused, and she might be, even though she needed that time, she might be sitting there thinking, well, why isn't he contacting me? Obviously, there's no way how you would have known that. You're not a mind reader, right? How are we supposed to do that? We can't. But it's the same thing, as is she expecting a call now? It's been a week and she's like, okay, I'm ready. But yet if she doesn't tell you she's ready, how are you supposed to know? So maybe it's a little bit of that mind reader game going on. But I definitely think the connection is intense. That's why I gave you the mind blower screen. The balance is there. I think you need to use your best judgment and see, let's do an end game and see if we can get some insight if you should be reaching out. Should Kazan be reaching out to Jennifer or give Jennifer some more time? The Empress. Okay. That is when things are growing. Notice this cup. Notice this cup. The Empress, this is all about success. This is all about things growing. So it's looking like maybe it is time. So let's find out though. We need to confirm that. That's a pretty big deal. Is it time now? Are we right here? Okay. 3 of Pentacles. This is success. Success from past work. So my friend, I am going to tell you that it is looking really good in terms of the feelings. Getting that balance for her. She needed it, whatever reason, she needed to calm down and figure it out. I think maybe in her past, she's had a tendency to jump in and get hurt, or she's been disappointed a lot of times or something like that. She needed that time. Backing away from a week was the right thing to do to give her that balance. But you know what? We need to get back in balance now into the new balance. We need to get, you can't, after a week, that's kind of a long time, and here it's telling me that yes, that she would be open to your call and it would help take things to the next level. And this is saying the same thing because it is success based off of past work. The past work, what's that? That's where you guys started talking and that connection was being formed. So use your best judgment, but the cards are suggesting that yes, she is still interested and you might be wanting to now get back into balance. Get that phone call going or that text. Take it easy though. Go slow. All right. Thank you so much. All righty. Lexi Ray, where are you? There you are, my dear. Thank you. And thank you for saving me the scrolling time. Thanks for your donation, honey. All right. Can you give me insight on how Cam, the Libra, I'm a Libra too, if he's going to contact me for closure or what he's feeling at this moment with us two, especially what I last texted him. Okay, so we need to see with what do we want to use. I don't know if I want to use that. No, I don't. I'm going to use Secret Tarot. The Secret Tarot. We want to know. All right, let's get back. You did tell her. Okay, Kzen is saying, yes, you did. And you usually play games, but the connection between us was intense. Okay, Lexi. What is going on with Cam? Is he going to contact you for closure? What's going on at the moment? What do you feel about what Lexi texted you last? Whoa, that one flew out. I don't like using those because I suck at shuffling. So let's just get it another quick shuffle. And now my dog is bothering me. Hold on 1 second. I just got to open the door for my dog. All right, come on. All right, so sorry. But if I don't, he will continue to bother me, and then I will not be able to focus. All right. All right, so Cam, what's going on? Are you going to contact Lexi, Ray? How are you feeling? What is going on? What did you think of that text? Oh, we got a lot of stuff going on, don't we? All right. Ooh, the Chariot. Okay, well, Chariot. There we go. Well, it's the Chariot. This is great because this is all about things moving. This is about things moving and making progress. The Chariot is usually running pretty quickly. So, that indicates kind of like a more of a quick or a faster kind of result, but it is indicating movement. So let's see what we've got here and how that affects everything. Okay, will he contact you for closure? Oh boy. All right. So we got our Ace of Cups there saying, hello, this is a new love. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Chariot, things are moving quickly. Things are moving together. We've got our Eight of Pentacles here. The Eight of Pentacles is all about kind of getting personal satisfaction from work you've done. So staying, focused, paying attention to the details, things like that. So, well, we've got the Fool. The Fool is all about a new journey. It's about the first steps of a new journey, things like that. We've also got this new love. So, oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, wait, what are you saying? I blocked him for the first time since we broke up to let him know that I'm serious. He leaves me on the back burner and hurts me when he says he loves me and cares for you. So, okay. So he's so he's not paying you the right attention. Oh my goodness. Okay. And he hurts you when he says he loves you and cares for you. Actions speak louder than words. So that is a big no. Actions speak louder than words. You can't believe what people say if they're not going to walk the walk. But you haven't blocked him on text, so he could text you whenever. Okay, so he's blocked on social media. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you what I think this means, honey. All right, so here's our Chariot. That's the energy. That's things moving forward, right? I think this is indicating kind of like the work you've done. You've been working on trying to make things change, meaning you've told him, you've hurt my feelings. You're not giving me the attention I need, the attention I deserve, and that kind of a thing. You've probably done other things that are like, okay, maybe I'll get him to understand this way. Like here, you had just texted him that, didn't you? You texted him something. So now you're thinking, what's going on? Well, I'm thinking that things are moving, but it's not about your work with him. I think somebody new is coming in, honey. That's what's coming in quickly. That's what's coming in quickly. We've got a new love coming for a new beginning. That's exactly what is going on. So this is you working to try to get Cam back. You know what? He's a Libra, which is, so it's weird that he's doing this because Libras don't like to see anybody unhappy. So that's a little interesting. But you know, look at that. You've been riding in your chariot, trying to fix things or make them go right, trying to tell him, I need more time. This is Pentacles. This is time and energy. This is time. I need more time. Pay attention to me. Literally what it means. He's a Virgo moon. Okay, then that makes sense. Yeah, because I was gonna say Libra. That's not right. But well, I mean, it is because that is. But I meant that's interesting because I wouldn't have expected it. But with the Virgo moon, perhaps then. So anyway, we've got our brand new opportunity. And notice this one is at the end of the line here, right? This is what we're needing. The chariot is coming. This is you working. Look at this guy. He's all by himself in there. You're working on this by yourself. You're doing it all by yourself. Yeah, no, boom. Here is your new opportunity coming in, and it's coming in, I think, a little faster than you think. You know that old saying, I don't know how old it is, but you can't start the new chapter if you're still rereading the last chapter, right? You got a new book, you got a new chapter coming in, but if you keep going back to this and canceling it all out, well, then you don't get that, do you? Yeah. Because I've tried to move on, and he tries, but somehow we always talk to each other. It's just frustrating to move on with no closure. I feel like he'll eventually talk to me, but like you said, I'm going to say I don't need talk. I need action. Well, that's right, because you know what? Talk is cheap, man. Talk is cheap. So what? He's going to call you up when he's bored and lonely, and that's when he's going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, and let's talk about it. Nah. And then the minute he's not bored, or now he's got some other little kind of shiny object he wants to go look at. No, you're not a doll on a shelf. You're not the doll on the shelf that he can come and take down and play with whenever he feels like it. And then he puts the doll back on the shelf when he wants to do something else. Don't be a doll on the shelf, hun. Don't. Let's do another. We're just going to do a throwdown really quick. I did shuffle it because I'd already kind of mixed it up. So it's a new shuffle. All right, so let's just say this. I'm seeing it, but let's get a clarifier. We need to know, am I right about Lexi moving on? Is there any sense in waiting? All right, well, we have got our Three of Pentacles. All right, so this is talking about the past work that you have done, and everybody's watching you to see if it's going to pop, if anything's going to happen. Usually our Three of Pentacles talks a little bit about taking a new beginning from what you've learned. Wow. Okay. So let's see another thing. So we've got, again, that means to me that you've learned a lot in this relationship. And when you get into this, get out of here. Get that one out of there. When you get into this, that's when you're going to use all that you've learned. That's when you've learned all that you've learned. Okay. So let's see one more. We want to say now, will Cam come crawling back? Knight of Pentacles. He might not. Knight of Pentacles. They move, but they move kind of slow and they plan. So he might eventually, yeah, but he's just going to be, look at this guy's not even he's on the fence. He's on the wall. He doesn't want to fall over the side. He's not going to make a decision. Which side should he go on? So I think this is what I think it's time for. Hold on, I got to tell you my hilarious new thing. This is what it's time for. Bum ba dum ba da, bum ba dum ba da. Time to move on. So let us get back now. That's enough feet walking. Okay. Good luck, Lexi. It looks like new stuff is coming. That's awesome. That is awesome. And the new things are especially. What did you write here? Do I have a sign for the new love? All right, well, let me see what I can do. Let me write something. I gotta see something. I can do this really quickly. Okay. So, no. I don't think I'm going to be able to, hon. I am not, and I mean, you can get that kind of stuff from tarot. I'm just not well versed enough. So I am going to say I probably cannot. So, you know what? We can check back in. I will try to learn more as I go. I don't know. I've been studying, well, tarot I've been studying for a long time, but astrology, other than knowing my own, I didn't really think much about it until recently. So about the last 6 months, I've been trying to learn. But anyway, I want to be real open and transparent about that. All right, Dial J for Josh. Thank you so much. We've got Dial J, then Raya and Elizabeth, and then we're going to wrap it up. You recently did a reading on my former boss friend who fired me. Yes, I remember. You mentioned how he is struggling a bit in the business because he is alone. Can you confirm how he and his Colombian girlfriend are doing? Don't mean to be nosy, just want to know if this karmic situation is also affecting his relationship. Again, I wish him the best. You're like the best person ever, Josh. Really. Seriously. Okay, we're going to use the Zombie Tarot to find out for Josh. Dial J. Seriously, you are such a nice person. That's good, you know. That's money in the karma bank, too. Money in the karma bank. All right. How is the boss, the old boss, for Josh's old boss doing with his Colombian girlfriend? Is the karma in the business spilling over into personal life? How are they doing? How are they doing? All right. So here's our spread, or our energy, I mean, and here's our spread. I love the Zombie Tarot. It's so cool. I'm thinking about ordering one that's Ghost Tarot. I thought I'd order it for Halloween, but guess what? Halloween's tomorrow. So I should have thought of it like a week ago, and I didn't. Duh. Okay. So here's our energy. How are things going? Interesting. We got Temperance again. Different deck, different question, different shuffle, and we still got Temperance. This is about balance. This is about either the need to keep things in balance or the balance that is already there. We'll have to see what else we have, but this is all about balance. I mean, there's no other way to say it. So let's see what we've got. Okay. Well, I do think they are still together. I think they are still together. Absolutely. We've got our 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is all about kind of having that stability of the home, feeling like 10 of Cups, it's getting that ultimate happiness, emotional well-being, good times. So I would say just based on that, we got to keep the balance. By keeping the balance, we do get some of this happiness. I do think that they are still together. I think with this business thing happening, though, that it is taking some things away. I think it is taking things away. Look at this card in the zombie deck. The world is coming. It's going to crash into the house even. It looks like destroying the world, doesn't it? Looks kind of like, yeah, you wouldn't really want that very much. I think that it's out of sync right now. The relationship's going okay. I think it's still there. But because we have our five of Cups in between those two cards, the Five of Cups is talking about being disappointed. It's about looking at what you don't have. Pardon me. I'm getting thirsty. I got to get a drink. Looking at what you don't have instead of looking at what you do have. So I have the feeling that he is kind of out of balance with his girlfriend because he is thinking so much about what's going on at work. He needs to bring that balance back. This has not caused a problem as of yet, but it could also be a, something coming in. This balance is huge. This balance is huge. Sometimes our Five of Cups is all about, crying over spilled milk and things like that. But again, just look at this card. Look at the artwork. They're crying over obviously somebody who died, but there are people back here that they're not even paying attention to because they're so focused on what was lost, right? So I think that, work is still struggling. I think it's taking up his entire world, literally the world card. I think it's been very out of balance. Temperance. We need to get that balance back because of our relationship. Right now, the relationship is still active, but if we don't get this in balance, it might not be at some point. It might go bye-bye. So, yeah, I definitely think that they are together, though. But that work stuff, he's got to get it in balance, or it's just not going to go well. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Let's get a confirmation. I like to confirm sometimes. It looks like work is not going so great. Let's get a bottom of the deck end game to make sure that, see if it's gotten on track a little bit more. Is work going okay for Boss Man? Four of Hazards. No. In fact, he is having to hold on to things pretty tightly. It looks like he might be having some money troubles. Looks like there are money issues. Are things going okay with girlfriend right now? Are they going to, I think they're together, yes, but are they going okay? We need balance, but what's going on? Hanged Man. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. She's thinking this is not going well. He needs to get back in balance. He's got money troubles, I think, and he's out of balance with the work. And if he doesn't get it back in balance, she's going to be thinking about leaving. Yeah, definitely. Oh, Josh, you are the nicest person. I love it. That is such good energy. And that is in your karma bank, my friend. All righty, Raya. Let's get Raya's question. And then Elizabeth is next. And then we're going to close up shop for the day. Oh, Kiss JG, you're back. Thank you so much for your help. Oops. All right, Raya, what does Manish feel for me? Are we going to marry in the future, or how will our relationship be like in coming time? Will me and my family agree on our relationship? Okay, so that's quite a few questions packed into one. So we'll see how we can unpack this a little bit, okay? We're going to use our Wizard's Tarot. And we're asking about Manish. Manish, so we need to know about marriage, and we also need to know about the family agreement. You both are Pisces. Okay. Whoa. All right. So Manish. All right. Manish and Raya. Is there going to be a marriage in the future? All right. We're going to do this a little differently. We've got quite a bit in this. We have to unpack it a little bit. So we're going to do Manish. How are you feeling for Raya? Okay. Then we're going to also do, is there a marriage in the future for Raya and Manish? Okay. And then we're also going to see if the family is going to agree on this relationship. Okay. So we're going to get a little snapshot on each of the questions because obviously there are three. So we'll get it in there. This right here is about the marriage. Feelings. How is he feeling about you? Okay. Well, something's being taken away, and he feels, I think, that if he gets with you, that this will help, like the cloud be lifted. Is somebody, I'm wondering, are the family being a problem? Is the family being an issue, kind of trying to pull you two apart? This is about having winners and losers. It's about competition. It's about, I feel like that's the family trying to compete for Manish from you, because Manish obviously must have feelings for you, because here, that's what I'm getting. We have the Judgment card. This is about, obviously, judgment. It's about family judging. Family must be judging Manish. But the Judgment card is also about feeling like reborn. I think that he's your long-term boyfriend. Okay. I think that, whatever this is, that's kind of making him feel like people are trying to either, swords is conversation. That's communication. So somebody's either saying stuff to him or he's maybe worried about the family. It's also about thoughts. So thoughts and communication. Someone's talking in his ear or he's just over worried about it. But when he thinks of you, he has that feeling of rebirth, that feeling of, I mean, look at this. Look at the girl in there in her sparkly dress. And, they're all like, they're lifting up into the tree. There's like magic. There's a wise owl there. I think you are that source of rejuvenation. But yeah, he's really grappling with something. He's really thinking about something. Okay, so then we wanted to know about marriage, and then will the family agree? So marriage next. Marriage, new adventure. It's the new adventure of the Fool, and it's clarified by the moon. So the new adventure, the marriage, I do believe you will get married. I think you're going to have to deal with the family, though. I think we're going to find out what this says, but I think what this is going to say that is the family, you're going to have to kind of feel like you're not telling them everything just because you don't want their unsolicited advice. It's not, I guess it's not like lying in a sense, is like you just don't want to deal with the drama, that kind of a thing. But in terms of the marriage, look at that. We got the granddaddy of new opportunities. It's the Fool. So this is awesome. This looks great, but I do think there's a little bit of kind of keeping things close. Just don't want to get, everybody in a bunch. Just try to stay away from the drama. The marriage itself, how will that go? I'm not sure, but I think again that you're not going to be wanting to tell all of them about it. And then here we go with our marriage or the family. I mean, what is the family going to do about it? I just let him out. Okay, sorry. What is the family going to say? Will they agree? And you've got your family and their family. I think one of the families is going to agree, and I think one is not. Lots of drama. That's why you're being quiet about some things, because you don't want the drama. I'll tell you why I say that about the family. We have our King of Swords. The King of Swords he's a fighter. He wants to go in. He wants his point of view to be understood. He is kind of like no nonsense. He's going to get in there. He's going to have things his way. But then we also have the King of Wands. And the King of Wands, this is all about somebody who really wants to kind of have, he's firm. He's a king. But he really wants to he has energy, passion. He wants to get out there and do new things. He has adventure. So while neither of these people, I don't think would stop you, I think that this King of Swords here, now again, kings doesn't male, female, doesn't matter. And the court cards are often personality types. So our King of Swords, like I said, this is somebody who just kind of is emotionally detached. Like, it's like, okay, I'm going to put up with it. You're getting married. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to have much emotion about it, but maybe I'll be, interfering and butting into your marriage. And then you've got the other family who's like, this is great, So I think, well, you're asking me whose family disagrees. I don't see that. I can try to do one more and see if I can get something about which is which. Let's see what I can get. Hold on, I got to take this off the bottom because I put it in the wrong place. All right. So get that out of there. Those were our cards we just did. Right. So we've got our King of Swords and we've got our King of Wands. Which one is, well, I don't even know how to ask it. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to tell, honey. I don't even know how to ask the question, how to tell which of your family. It's not really going to show me that. I can't think of a way to phrase it in my mind. So are we going to stay in a happy relationship if you end up coming together? Let's just do one more. What is the relationship going to look like? Boom. 3 of Wands. Absolutely. 3 of Wands is about planning your journey and walking through together. Raya, that looks good, my friend. It looks very good. It looks very good. All right. Well, good luck. And I can't think of a way to phrase that in terms of which one. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I can tell there's two different vibes, two different energies going on. One person is going to be okay. One's not. All right, Elizabeth, you are up next. Let me see. While Elizabeth, could you please type your question again? I don't know that I'm going to be able to find it because I've got a lot of chat falling off the top. Yeah, I do not see it. So Elizabeth, could you please write your question again for me at the bottom? And Raya, let's do a quick, we'll do a quick throwdown really quick. Is the King of Swords energy, is that going to be Raya's family? Is that Raya's family? No, I know what we're going to do. I got a better question. All right, so let's see who's more happy about it, Raya's family or Manisha's family? Elizabeth, go ahead. Oh, I see you did that. So this is your family, and this is yours is the one that's it's okay with it. It's your Manish. Look at that. This is cups. This is walking away. They're like, nope. I mean, it's not like they're going to stop you, but I think they don't want to have anything to do with it. Cups is love and emotions. That's Manish, and here's your family having a party, celebrating cups, love and emotion. Yay, they're married. This other family is, yeah, okay, I'm going to step in the other room. Yeah. So yes, I think it looks good. All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Let's get your question. All righty, so this is going to be our last question for today. Oops, I pressed the wrong button, and there we go. And let me get back. All right, Elizabeth, thank you so much. And thanks for your patience, too. A reading about your relationship. Marvin's thoughts and feelings toward me in the relationship. Okay. So what are we going to use? I think we should use Edgar Allan Poe. That's what I think. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot is going to tell us what we need to know. Lots of love to you, Raya. Thank you. All right, Elizabeth. What are Marvin's thoughts? What is Marvin thinking and feeling about the relationship with Elizabeth? All right. Marvin's thoughts and feelings. Marvin, what are you doing, Marvin? We need to know how you're feeling about Elizabeth. Okay. What? Elizabeth, we got some great energy. This card, you wouldn't tell. It's not really super like bright and cheery, but it's the lovers. It is the lovers. That is what we've got going on for our energy. Now, the lovers, this indicates, more than like a passing fancy type of thing, like, oh, hey, you're cute, or hey, I kind of want you, or ooh, I want some dinner. It's like one of those things like I see true potential type of thing. So there's potential there. Now that's the energy overseeing these cards. So let's find out what we have. All right. So thoughts and feelings toward you. All right. So first off, we have our Eight of Wands. This is all about rapidly changing events. Look at this card. It's almost like, the crows were let out. They broke the glass and they're like, out of here. Things are, and then I fling it across the room. Things are happening. This is going to change quickly. They burst out of that window. Things are coming. And in fact, I think that these feelings, maybe the feelings that are erupting, I guess, I don't know if that's the right word. The feelings that Marvin has noticed happening. I know they're feelings because the lovers, right? I know this is feelings. And they're coming out here. has made Marvin kind of say, whoa, whoa. So he needs to kind of sit back. The Eight of Swords is all about reflecting. The Eight of Swords talks about, putting yourself in a position of being afraid to move. That's the way to say it. Being afraid to move on things. Overthinking. So it might be the feelings. The feelings might have made him kind of feel paralyzed. Like, I don't know what to do about this, so therefore I will do nothing. That kind of sucks. But sometimes, that's how we do things. That's because we're all human, we're all weird, and we all have our ways. We have the Emperor here as well, though. The Emperor makes order out of chaos. So whatever this is, again, I get the feeling that because it's the Lover's energy, I'm getting the feeling that the Eight of Wands is here to tell us, like, yes, these feelings have rushed in. Marvin must be feeling like, okay, and it kind of probably either took him off guard, or he's not ready for that, or he needed just to process that or something. I don't know. That's what our Eight of Swords is saying, but it's about love. So feeling like you're afraid, paralyzed, not knowing what to do, not ready to move on it yet because you're just kind of afraid, and it has to do with love, right? So you're seeing how I'm putting this together here, right? So then we've got the Emperor, and as I said, makes order out of chaos. Well, what order out of chaos do we have to make? About our lovers. So I'm thinking that, that this person, Marvin, is feeling, again, the energy is really good. The energy looks really good swirling around you guys right now. But the Eight of Wands is saying, like, things came in quickly. Feelings, I'm guessing, kind of came in quickly. Maybe things were moving kind of quickly. Or the next step was like looming over his head, like, oh no, we've been together and now we got to do something, you're going to have a year dating. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, so feeling like either maybe it's going too quick. I don't want to say going quickly because you're dating a year. That's pretty nice timing. But again, I feel like it's feelings that are coming in that just not sure how to handle it, what to do to go forward. But good news, because the Emperor is here. The Emperor is here to put everything back in order. This is somebody who's very strong, very wise, and very solid. And again, it's about the lovers on there. So this is something about the lovers. That is your overarching energy for the entire spread. So the thoughts and feelings to you, it looks good. I think it looks positive. We're going to get a couple endgame cards, but I do think that things are moving quickly. Let's see, what are you saying here? We've been reflecting over things that have happened. Okay, so you've been talking about a lot of things. If you're talking about things that have happened, those feelings are rushing back in, because sometimes when you start talking about something, it brings it all back like it just happened. You're feeling those feelings again, those fears, that kind of a thing. And this, again, Eight of Swords, this is all about feeling like you're in danger, but it's self-imposed. It's because of your own thoughts. This is Marvin, I think, too. I mean, the question we asked was about Marvin's thoughts and feelings. So I do think this is Marvin. Marvin is just feeling like, he's in his self-imposed prison. He's like frozen. And it's because of his own thoughts. Maybe talking about past things has brought it back up again for him. And he's like, oh yeah, remember that? And now I feel terrible again. Or now I remember these things, and it's just kind of feel like, stuck in from his own doing, in his own mind. But again, that good news is right here, because that means it gets back. So I do see things getting back on track. The strong lovers here is really telling me that this is just a thread in the fabric. The fabric is the thing that you've built and made, with all your experiences and all of the things that have happened so far with you and Marvin. And this is just one of those threads. This is just one of those threads in that Afghan that you knitted or, crocheted that is your life. Does that make sense? So yeah, let's get a couple endgame cards, though. I like to do that just to kind of confirm. about things. So we want to know what would be, give me a sum up. That's it. Give me a sum up about what the thoughts and feelings are from Marvin to Elizabeth. King of Pentacles. Oh, he is still into you. He is still very much into you. This is somebody who is very much a promoter of others, somebody who likes to recognize the greatness in other people and is perfectly willing to tell people about it. Someone who promotes other people, somebody who wants to try to help people do things better. It often has to do with money because it is Pentacles. So, yeah, I think things are getting back on track. Are things going to be getting, oh, shoot, I did it upside down. Darn it, now I saw it. Well, let me do a shuffle then. I like to take them, but not when I've seen them. You know what I mean? I like to, I don't want to see it ahead of time. All right, so I want to ask, no, I already forgot my question. All right, well, what's happening next? What's happening next with Marvin and Elizabeth? Let's see if we can get something on that. What's happening next with Marvin and Elizabeth? Queen of Cups. Okay. Queen of Cups. This is telling me that, you know what, it might be a little bit of an emotional thing, but I do think you'll find your way. This means to me, this is one of those cry, like a good cry. You know what I mean? You know the difference between a good cry and a bad cry. A bad cry is you're upset about something. A good cry is I just needed to let all that out. Let all that emotion out, you know? And I think that's what you're going to feel, that sigh of relief. That, again, she's cups, so she's love and emotion. I definitely think. Now, let's get another one. Will Marvin and Elizabeth, how should I say this, Elizabeth? What should I say? I want to get like a kind of a sum up card. Here, let's do this. What does Elizabeth need to know? The Star. Oh, that is telling you need to remain hopeful, of course, and always be thinking positive. I'm a big supporter of the law of attraction, but, always be thinking positive. But this is saying, because it's the Star, it's one of the major arcana. So it is saying this is a strong theme coming in. You should be having hope. You are having hope and you're being guided. You are being guided together because, again, we have this major here of the Lovers. You're being guided. All of these other things are just threads in the fabric. I'm right. I know I am. I know I am. These are all events. We've got the Queen, we've got the 8, we've got the King. The majors are a theme. The majors are strong. And what majors did we have in this reading? We had the Lovers, strong. We have the Star, the hopefulness, strong. We have the Emperor. This is all about order out of chaos, strong. So I think you guys have a pretty solid relationship. And these are just events that have popped up. Again, it's a thread in the fabric. It is a thread in the fabric. And that's all it is. It's all it is. Oh, I hope that helped. I really do. Thank you so much for your donation. And thanks for your patience there, Elizabeth. You were probably, it was taking forever to get to you. We had a super busy day here at Tarot at 12. It was a lot of fun. I always love reading for all of you. Thanks for letting me show you all of my cool new stuff. I want to remind, this is another new one. I want to remind everybody to be safe. Coronavirus is all over the world. We are all in this together. Please be safe. Wash your hands, all that good stuff. And then make sure, if you haven't already, to please go ahead and hit subscribe. Love to stay connected. So I will be back tomorrow. I am here every day at 12 o'clock Central Time. And check out my pick of cards if you're looking for some more questions. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.